Hi everyone, welcome to TVON. Happy Friday. My name is Joyce and this is Blue. She's a little mad at me at the moment because I left her alone in the conference room for a little bit of time, but everyone wanted to meet her, so here she is. She is my little baby, of course, and just a couple days shy of being 5 months old, but she is here with me today and she wants to get off, so I will let her go back into her carrier here. But we have a lot of fantastic pieces here today. I am so excited to say that I have a lot more designer pieces, as in the color combinations, to share with you guys here today, and she's about to jump off, so I will let her get back into her carrier soon. And I do also have blue wing block D tanzanites. She's a little bit upset with me, and there she goes. Blue, you naughty little girl. You have been so naughty. You were good all day today, and now you are naughty. She's upset with me because I left her alone, and she is basically stuck to me, as you know, as you can see right here. So I'm sorry for leaving you alone, but I will give you lots of love as soon as we get home. So kunzite pieces are here, the two panther pendants. I just had to bring them out. And I am apparently a cat tree now, so bye Blue, there she goes. And I also have, you might remember, not that long ago, I had a ruby and diamond necklace. It was alternating rubies and diamonds, and first of all, I am very surprised that that piece is here, not halfway across the world. And second of all, I am more amazed that it has a brand new discount, which I honestly, when you have these museum pieces, like first of all, you do not expect to see such a high discount. So I don't know what's going on here, but surely it must be something special. I also do have requests here for Kirsten and for Kathy. So if you guys are watching, please do let me know. But I also have Paraiba. Just because they took all of my museum pieces, across the world does not mean that we still we're left with nothing, right? I have one of the largest Paraibas here today. It is a square cushion cut and it is beautiful. So a lot to get to today. Of course, if you have any requests yourself, please do get them in, as we will look for them for you in the back. And if we don't have anything, then we will do our best to find something similar. Again, a lot of designer pieces here today, unheated tanzanites, blue wing block D tanzanites, whatever you can think of, we have it here today. And aside from TVON exclusive stones, we also have, some pretty unique designs. And we will start off with one of those because this has been a wildly popular design, and we have, we are close to sellout. In fact, what I have here today is the last one. So let's take a look, and this is it. This is going to be 112-4449. And, there's a reason why this is here at the very beginning, and that is because of the fact that we only got this one. So quite literally, what you see right here in front of your eyes is what you are going to get. And it's in the yellow gold only. And if you know that right now, gold prices are at a record high. Like, this is no joke. We always know how gold is. It's always pricey. Of course, it's not like sterling silver. It's not this, it's not that, it's not platinum. It is gold. And what we deal with is solid gold. This is not some plated stuff. This is not some other weird mixture of metals, right? This is solid 14K yellow gold. And I mean, just looking at it, right, has a crazy amount of gold presence, 31 points of diamonds, and truly this is one of those pieces that you can wear wherever you want, on your hand, on your index, on your middle finger, on your ring finger. Probably not the pinky or the thumb, but I'm just saying, index finger, right? That is a finger that we don't really think of when we go and look for fine jewelry. But here we have a piece that was supposed to be $29.99. And G says she owns this ring and she wears it often. So there you go. This is not some crazy designer piece that you can only wear a couple of times a year. This is something that you can quite literally wear every single day and feel good about it. And even better is that, gold prices, they have changed. They do not stay the same, from the beginning of time till now, right? I wish that was the case, but it is not. Gold, it fluctuates, it changes. And other places, occasionally I run errands in downtown and, I pass by all these gold, places, right? They sell gold chains, they sell, gold only pieces. And, just out of curiosity, I stopped by and I'm like, hey, just, wondering like, what's going on, right? And they're like, oh, well, you see, so these are the prices for today. And I'm like, wait, what do you mean? And they're like, well, you see. And I'm like, I see. Because, that's just the case, but not here. Just because the gold price changes, outside of TVON does not mean that we are changing with it. We are staying stoic. We are not budging. If you like this ring right here, we are going to make it $999 to the very first caller who says yes. And do not consider this as some, it's maybe paper thin. It's, just a little bit of gold, it just looks like it has a lot of gold. I mean, look at it from the side. That is not paper thin, guys. Like, there is a width, there is a depth to this ring. And I mean, under gallery, sure, why not, right? Throw in some more gold just like that for only $999. This is absolutely insane, and you guys know me, I love any sort of ring that has a lot of gold to it. And if you guys still prefer some diamonds, I mean, that's just perfect, right? It's very geometric, abstract, and it still works. And this is what it looks like on the hand. Again, this is, I have to be honest, this is one of the rings that I saw, the first time I saw it, I was like, ooh, I'm in love, right? But, of course, gotta let you guys take first dibs here. But I mean, I'm just saying, I got my eye on this piece, right? This is just, just look at it on the hand. You can wear this every single day, however you want. Let me move it over to my middle finger here because I can. Right, just like that, same ring, different look. And not only that, but let me move it over one more time to my index because still, again, no matter how I wore it, overwhelmingly comfortable. This is not scratchy. This is not, it's not covered in diamonds. There's not going to be like a whole bunch of, prongs and all this stuff, right? It is smooth. This is solid mirror finish 14K yellow gold for only $999. Like, if I were to take this ring right now and bring it back to downtown and say, hey, how would you guys price this ring, like, as of today's gold prices? I assure you it would absolutely not be $999. And here it is, and just look at it. A lot of gold presents kind of reminds me of the signet ring, and again, love to see it. You put it outside under direct sunlight, and then just like that, it is bright, right? Here right now, yeah, we got like 1, 2, 3 lights trained on it, but imagine taking it outside where you get the brightest light source possible and just wear it, right? Wear it every single day. You can wear it with other rings too. If you have a band ring, you can, you don't have to wear it together on the same finger, but you can wear it on the same hand, right? The possibilities are endless with just this one little ring. So $999. And again, it's not high off the hand at all, and it's not paper thin either, but this is it, guys. This is your quite literally last chance to grab it. And if this doesn't go, either we melt it down or I take it for myself. But this is it. And again, Kirsten, I do have black opals for you, so let me know when you're ready, and Kathy as well. And we moved the blue back into the other conference room because she loves it in there. There's a lot of nice soft chairs, and she's been, napping in there. So I'll see if I can bring her back out, but she was a little bit mad at me. But here it is again. Gold and diamonds, quality diamonds too, by the way. This is not, I3 diamonds. This is not diamonds that look like, not diamonds. But again, this is quality. This is where you get your fine jewelry, and you don't have to pay the price for it. So let me know. And hello, everyone. Thank you. Everyone's baby is here. Yeah, Blue. And, she's a little bit moody. She was okay earlier. She was playing with Ping and Nancy. They have peacock feathers where they are. So they were playing with Blue, and she was all happy. And then I not ignored her, but I left her alone for 30 minutes. And then now she's a little mad at me, but it's okay. She'll get over it. All right, let me know on this one. And next up. So last week what happened was that I brought out 2 round Blue Wing Block D tanzanites in rings, and a little fight broke out in the phone bank, and I felt a little bad. So did some work in, this past couple of days, and Here we have 1125362. Now, second item of the show, why? That is because I only got, this is what you get. So I don't have a million of these to go around. What you see is what you get. And even though it is here today, we are still going to be able to change the gold color if you want. We will still size it for you. This is as simple and as classic as you can get in blue wing block detanzanites, right? If you were to make it even more simple, then you would go down to, you know, a 3-stone style, right? And even more simple, just a plain gold band. But, you know, we want to show off a little bit here, so we put on some VS diamonds around it, single halo, even though the center stone is a round, you know, I kind of like the concept of mixing it up here where you kind of contrast your curves in your center stone with the harsher lines of, you know, the single halo, right, with that squarish look, but still, you know, curved off in the corners there. Now here's the thing, TVON exclusive, right, $49.99. No one else has this material. No one else has this stuff. Guys, if you've been missing out on the smaller blue wing block detanzanites, now is your chance, because this right here is not even going to be $19.99. I mean, smaller stone, right? 293 center, 64 points of diamonds, right? It's not like our 20 karat stones, right? I get it, but that doesn't mean that just because it's a smaller stone that the color is lacking, that the red flashes are lacking, right? Everything you want to have in blue wing block detanzanite is still going to be in this ring, right? I mean, I didn't even touch it, right? I put it down on the wheel and it's just here spinning, right? And you can see the saturation of the blue. You can see the red flashes. I don't have to point them out to you. I don't have to hold it, you know, very still at a very specific angle. And then you see one single red flash and you're like, oh, there it is, right? Absolutely not. So again, if you like this, I felt bad last time we had some fights, but this is here. We're gonna make this one $14.99 to the very first caller who would like to grab it. And I will also give you a heads up because I do have one more blue wing block detanzanite piece in a ring, and it is going to be in the saddle ring. So that's just a heads up if you prefer a slightly larger center stone in the saddle with, you know, quite a bit more diamonds. I have something coming up later in today's show. But this for $14.99, I mean, no matter how you look at it, this is just a stunning piece, a stunning stone. And this is, you know, one of the last of what we can do in the rounds in this smaller size. But, you know, I say smaller, I'm just comparing it, you know, mentally to our 20 karat plusers, right? But when you look at this on the hand here, I mean, this is absolutely not a small, you know, particle of dust, right? This is still a faceted gemstone, TVON exclusive. This is it, guys. If you're newer with us and, you know, you've been seeing these stones here and there and you're wondering what's all the hype about, well, pick this one up, see it in person at home for yourself, and then you will realize, oh, this truly is quite literally the highest quality of tanzanite, right? Of tanzanite that you can get in the whole wide world, right? And mind you, we don't broadcast through the entire world, right? We're only in America and Canada, right? That's it. So not everyone can get this material, which is why when there are these major trade shows happening, you know, collectors and vendors from around the world chase us down. They know we got the good stuff. And $14.99 will make this one yours. And again, that halo too is not a teeny little halo, right? You can see the diamonds. It's not, you know, micro pave, you know, where are my diamonds, right? This is still substantial. And even better, you can wear it like this. You can stack some rings around it, or, you know, wear however you want. It's just I just love how simple of a mounting it is and how daily wearable it is too, right? If you have something that is TVON exclusive, why not wear it every single day to show off, right? And that's what it looks like from the side as well. I mean, I just turned it to the side and you saw that red flash, right? Here it is again with the basket. Change the gold color if you would like. Now, I will say that the saddle ring that I have with the blue winged black tanzanite is going to be in the yellow gold, so which is really rare, and I am so excited that it is here in the yellow gold. I actually personally really like tanzanites, blue and black tanzanites in the yellow gold, so love to see it. Let me know if this one is gone. True to size on this one, of course. And I think the first ring may or may not be here still, so we will find out. And again, Kirsten, if you are here, let me know. And Kathy, if you are here also, let me know. Do have some requests here. And if you have a request, please do get them in so we can help you out. And believe it or not, you know, pieces go, and you know, I've answered myself quite a few calls today, and heard about quite a few calls today that, you know, you guys call in pieces from a couple days ago, and you know, they fly, right? These pieces do not stay, so love to see it. And I do have actually rubellite. No, it's not the same one that I had, you know, I think 2 weeks ago at this point. It is a smaller stone. However, that does not mean that, you know, the color is, you know, lighter, this or that, right? It's still a fantastic piece. And if you want to see the blue winged black tanzanite in the saddle, please do let me know. I was going to show it one after the other, but I don't want to overwhelm you guys. And I don't get blue winged black tanzanites often enough, so I mean, I kind of want to, you know, save it, right? But that's what it looks like. It's in the yellow gold, so if you're interested in that one, please do let me know. Marilani Mint Garnet is also here today. Pink Morganite, Kunzite. I actually have quite a few Kunzite pieces here. Blue Zircon, I have one in a ring and two in pendants, but looks like this one may still be here, so I think we are all set on our smaller blue winged black tanzanites, or not. I think it might be gone actually, so we will find out here. And moving right along, we do have this gorgeous stone that looks like this. This is going to be 1125286, and this is rubellite. It's a stone that, you know, you hear me say this often, but this really is a widely requested stone, and we don't have it that often. We don't have it often because, you know, it doesn't meet our standards. You know, it's a little bit too included. I know, how's that possible? But, you know, it's a stone that we are really particular about and really picky about. Do you have a question? Oh, sounds good. So let me actually move this rubellite aside here so that I can get to Kirsten's request. So again, rubellite, I mean, quite literally, I think this is it. Like, we don't have any earrings. We don't have any, you know, pendants or necklace. I know for a fact that we do not have any bangles. And for rings, aside from that one that I had, you know, a couple weeks ago, like, this is it, right? I don't have anything else. So let me know. We'll come back to this one, but I do have a request for Kirsten. So I actually have two options for her here. So if you want to grab the rubellite, you can feel free to call us and find out all of the info here. But this is one of them. So this is going to be 1125242. And this is that opal with the lighter base color, but that does not mean that, you know, the colors just kind of blend into the background here. This right here, how you're seeing it, is absolutely not the ideal way to look at this piece. I would advise you to really just see it in person, because when I pick up this ring and I'm holding it in front of my face without, you know, a bazillion lights, you know, blasting light onto it, it looks very different from how you are seeing it right here. The colors are so much more intense, and it is overall just a really bright stone. It is our 519 center stone, 72 points of your diamonds in that single halo. Got a slight split shrink right there, $59.99 where it started at. And this is not a small piece either, right? I mean, you can see every single diamond in that single halo. You can see that center stone, right? This is not like our half caraters, you know, a couple of points here and there, right? This is a 519 center stone. And if you would like this one, let me also flash the other one that, honestly, I'm very surprised that this one is still here. But, you know, both black opals, but, you know, you can see how wildly different they are. But if you would like this one right here, we're going to make it $24.99. if you would like it, Kirsten. And I mean, see, this is what I mean, right? You look at it from here, and I admit, you know, on the screen right now, it's not as impressive as it looks in person, but then you turn it and suddenly it's like, okay, am I still looking at the same exact stone? Like, what just happened there? But I mean, there is a lot of bright, intense reds in this. And this is one of those stones that, you know, have all of the colors, right? It's not just blues, it's not just greens, it's not just the reds, it's not just this or that. It's got a little bit of everything, and I absolutely love this. So $24.99 on this one. That's what it looks like from the back right there. So true to size on this. And let me also, of course, try it on here. And this is, I mean, again, you're looking at it up close. It looks like a ring. You can't really, you know, judge proportion. But then once you look at it on the hand, suddenly it's like, okay, this is an opal ring that covers the width of the finger, right? Where did the band go? Is there even a band, right? How is she wearing this piece? There is a band, but because of the fact that this stone is so large and that halo too, pretty large, right? It covers the entire width of my finger, true to size on this one. I mean, it's still here. This is not a, you know, color change that only happens up close, right? We are on the hands. There is not a camera, you know, a couple of inches from me, and you can still see the shift in color, how beautiful this stone is, and $24.99 on this one. And let me put this one back up close. And let me also bring forth the other one that I, again, very surprised that it is still here. So let me know on this one. And here is the second option that I have here. Now this is actually going to be in the platinum. I know it looks like it is white gold, but it is in fact platinum. This is 1123643. And you can see immediately the difference in terms of the base colors. So the other one, it was more of a brighter, lighter base color. And here we have kind of a perfect middle ground gray, which, you know, when we say, you know, fine jewelry and colored gemstones, we typically do not want to hear the word gray, right? When it comes to diamonds, when it comes to this or that, like if it's supposed to be a naturally vibrant gemstone, we do not want to hear the word gray. But here's where I really like the fact that that base color is gray, and that is because then it allows for all of those bright neon flashes of color to just pop. Just like that. Let me get this wheel cleaned up here. And this is our 460. Again, not a small center stone at all whatsoever. 30 points of your diamonds, which by the way, there's only 2 individual stones here, 15 points each. And $69.99 where this one started at. No longer going to be, and listen guys, I truly do not understand how this ring has stayed as long as it did. You know, 3-stone style, you know, large, gorgeous center stone. I honestly expected this to go the day that we showed it, and yet here we are, how many months later, and this ring is still here, right? You guys got to tell me what is holding you guys back? Because if it's the price, I'm gonna help you because it got yet another discount. You know, it's primarily the blues, primarily the greens. It's got some of those oranges, purples, pinks, and reds. And it no longer is $29.99. I know that we price diamonds a little bit differently than we should, but we are desperate at this point. We really want for this to go. So if you like this one, if you maybe been thinking about this same exact ring like I have, call me now. We're gonna make it $19.99. Just like that, saved you another $1,000 in a span of 2 seconds. $19.99. Let me show you what it looks like on the hand. It's not my size currently, but I mean, when you look at it here, it is just such a beautiful stone. And you know, you saw it up close, you know, it's not exactly entirely covered in red flashes, but it's not microscopic either. It's not like, you know, you need a loop to find your red flashes of color in this stone, right? I'm just holding it still right here, and I don't have to point it out, but you can find it. This is still, in its own little way, a colorful stone, true to size on this one. $19.99. I mean, just look at that, right? No matter how you look at it, there are, there are so many colors that you would not expect to see. Opal is that one stone that, it's not just look at it and you're done with it, right? This is something that you stare at and you admire and you treasure. And it's $19.99. So Kirsten, let me know what you think. Which does remind me, actually. So I did actually go through. I was a little bit, I was suffering from, opal withdrawals. And I went through our crystal opals, actually, because it's been a hot second since we've seen those larger crystal opals, and I did not decide on any designs here just yet, but for 2 out of these 3 that I'm about to show you, I am thinking about rings, and of course the one in the center, I am thinking about making it into a pendant because, just compare it to the size of my hand, right? The one in the center, definitely a pendant, but I'm just saying it's been a while since we have seen larger crystal opals. So, just let me know, guys, if you like these stones, and if so, then I will work on some designs. Or if you have any ideas, I am totally open, and we can work together on creating maybe your dream piece. And yeah, it's really been a while since we've seen larger crystal opals here, but I just love how many, how much red flashes these stones all have. And if you think it looks good like this right now, trust me when I say it looks even better in person, right? I even swapped out the little cushion in the back for a darker one, and it definitely helped a little bit, but these are stones that you truly have got to see in person, and from all the different angles too. You're seeing a lot of reds right here, but again, there's a lot of different colors in all 3 of these stones. So again, just showing it here. No designs just yet, but just thought, if you guys like these stones, let me know and we can work on something together. But let us go back to our black opal here, and we will find out if Kirsten, if you like any of these 2, or if you maybe, want to go the route of crystal opals, that is definitely one way to go. And hi, Rebecca. We will have to, is that the one I just had? Rebecca, that one is still here. So if you want to see it again, here is a quick little flash. So, right, no matter how you look at it, it is, you can tell it's bluing black tanzanite. Rebecca, this one is still here. And if anyone wants to see the saddle ring, I do have that coming up as well. Now we will go back to the rubellite here. So let me know on this ring. I don't know how it's still here, but rubellite is coming back. Rubellite is a stone that we don't have often, difficult to get. There are some stones that I have seen here and there where it's a little bit too pink for my taste to call it a rubellite, but you look at this one, just one look at it, and you're like, yes, that is rubellite tourmaline. This is our 236 single halo still, can wear it every single day if you would like. 73 points of diamonds. Change the gold color if you would like. I love it in either the white gold or the yellow gold, but if you wanted to swap it on over to that rose gold, I don't see why not. This is also going to be our $49.99 ring, but not today because this too has gotten its own little discount here. And Rebecca, let me know if you need to see the graphics again on that tanzanite. It was $14.99, but this one in the meantime, last time we saw it was, $19.99, and it's still here. I really want someone to have this. If you've, newer to us at TVON and you've been, collecting quite a few pieces here and there, and you're thinking to yourself, wait a second, I don't have a rubellite just yet, and maybe I don't need, a huge, ginormous stone, but I would just like to have something of the rubellite variety from TVON. Sad to say it, but I quite literally only have this one ring, right? The other ring is, not here. It's not in the building. It's gone. It's on a trip. But this is where I help someone out. We are going to make this ring right here $16.99 to the very first caller who says yes. And 236, it's a smaller carat weight, yes, but once you take a look at it on the hand here, that's when you can tell that, okay, we've seen a lot of rings with single halos at this point in time. And although you can see the band on this one, you can still see every single individual diamond. you can see your center stone. This is, again, it's not a teeny tiny little stone. It's not like our Brazilian Paraibas, which, you know, they're not that large, right? The largest we get is like, you know, a carat, right? That's it. But this is rubellite, and this is the only ring I have got in the rubellite, and $16.99 will make it yours. So call me if you're maybe missing this from your collection. If this one goes, we surely will be missing it from our collection here, but again, $16.99 for a stone that has clarity such as this, that has such a bright, vibrant color as it does. VS diamonds, which again, we do not price like we should. I mean, just take a look at the entire ring and just, you know, think about it if you must, but this is it. This is all we have. I can, again, do my best and try to bring more rubellites, but, you know, this is all we got, and it's not something that we have, you know, a whole bunch of, right? It's not like, you know, diamond band rings where you call in and you go, I want to see diamond band rings, and we can bring you out like 10 different varieties. You call me right now, you say, I want to see another rubellite tourmaline, and immediately the answer is going to be sorry. The one that she's wearing right now is the only one we have. So again, great size, fantastic price, fantastic discount. And $16.99 will make it yours, so let me know if you would like to grab it here. And we do have kunzite, blue zircon, imperial topaz that has pink diamonds around it. Very surprised that that is here today. And okay, so I can't help myself. I know it's, you know, only 31 minutes in, but I do feel like I need to show you guys the Paraiba early because I went down a little trip down memory lane just yesterday, and I was reminiscing about, you know, what Paraiba prices were. This right here is going to be 1120726. This is going to be our square cushion cut, bright as can be, neon as can be, private collection Paraiba. And when we see Paraibas, typically they are in the ovals, the pear shapes, we even got some rounds, you know, sometimes we have trillions, but this is a cut that I am actually very surprised at. I honestly did not expect to see a square cushion in the Paraiba. And just because of the cut, you know, it's very common cut, but just seeing this stone, this Paraiba in the square cushion cut, that by itself made me fall in love with this piece. Double halo. The center stone is just 1 point shy of being a 3-carat stone, but $2.99, still a sizable stone, carat 06 of your diamonds. It is in fact a ring. Everything here, top quality. And here is where we go, because it started at $39,999, which, you know, in today's day and age of Paraiba prices, right, that's fair. That's perfectly fair. And I just have to say, Rebecca, wow, wow, wow. I mean, I'm sure we're all looking at this ring right now, and we are also going, wow, wow, wow. It is a gorgeous ring, gorgeous stone, right? VS diamonds, meh, we all know them by now. But that Paraiba, I mean, pure blue, electric blue, sizable, neon. I haven't yet been able to find a rejection Paraiba to show you guys yet, but, you know, from the past, you know, many years ago, I have seen Paraibas that I mistook for aquamarine. So that's how you know that it was missing the neon aspect, is when you kind of think of it as an aqua, right? As a very included aqua. But this right here, you're not looking at this and thinking, oh yeah, that's a nice aqua, right? This is Paraiba, this is iconic. And even though prices have changed, you know, quite drastically throughout the years, we still do our very best to give you the best values out there. You can easily call up, you know, or not easily, but you can call up any other jewelry store, and if they happen to have Paraiba, that's great. But, you know, the price, the quality, it's going to be very different. We are not a, you know, a store that's, you know, hundreds of thousands of stores across the country, right? We're just here. We are only here so that we have a tight grip on our quality expectations. And that is why you guys, you guys see your pieces at home and you're like, wow, you feel incredibly lucky to have found us. And again, we don't have advertisements. We don't, have billboards. Watch TVON, right? It's if you find us, you're lucky. That's it, right? And we offer a wide variety of pieces from, diamond studs, the smallest studs you can think of, all the way up to these high-end private collection museum pieces. And it doesn't matter, what kind of piece I put up here. We do our best to give you the absolute best value, the best deals. And the same will be said about this one, because this is no longer going to be $19,999 again. It's a fairly clean stone. It's neon. It's sizable. It's, very close to being a 3-carat stone, which in this case, I'm a little bit okay with the fact that it is not a 3-carat stone, because just that one point can make this price skyrocket upwards, right? Just like that. A little bit scary to think about, but just like that. So here's what I'm gonna do. Even though this is a private collection piece, we are still going to discount it because this should not be sitting in our building and no one wearing it, right? I can put it up here, you guys can kind of, ooh and ah at it, but I want someone to actually have this from our private collection to yours. You cannot shop, anyone else's private collection. You can't just walk into the mall, into a jewelry store and be like, hey, I want to shop ownership's private collection, right? Bring them all out, right? That's not possible. Here, it's possible. And if you would like this, again, I only have this one. We don't get square cushions ever, especially not in this size. And I am going to make this one right here $14,999. And all you gotta do is pick up the phone, dial, call me right now, and say yes to this. I mean, just look at how powerful of a stone this is. I mean, that is mirror finished gold, but when you look at how strong and saturated the stone is, it turns the entire inside of the ring into a Paraiba-like color. If there were gold out there that were the color of Paraiba, I would be so incredibly happy. But I mean, you're looking at it like this, it is bright. You're looking at it like this, again, not a 100% clean stone, but you saw it from the front. You've seen what it can do and what it is doing. I mean, even from here, the other side, same exact thing. And of course, let me try it on the hand, because this is a ring that you just, you see it and your first thought is to grab it and put it on your hand. And that is what it does. I want to jump into this stone, right? I'm not looking at the stone and I'm thinking, it's a little too included. It's a little hazy, a little foggy here and there, right? This is absolutely a clean stone. And even though this is not an emerald cut, it absolutely is doing this thing called elevators of light. Again, one color only. I would recommend leaving it in the white gold. If you want to change it, the option is still there, but just look at how stunning of a piece this is for only $14,999. And yes, that has been discounted. So call me now if you'd like to grab it. If you call me, at the end of the show, once this is gone, and, say, I would like to see another, square cushion Paraiba, we're going to have a tough time. And trust me, I have gone through everything. So let me know on this one. Let us go back up close, and let me know if anyone wants to see the tanzanite in this saddle ring. And Jason, do you have a question? Oh, well, thank you so much, Stanley. I know, me too. And, it kind of could be a unisex style, which, love to hear that. So thank you very much, Stanley. And if anyone wants to see the, aquas, was kind of reminded of aquas, mentioned it earlier in this presentation. But if anyone wants to see aquas, I did happen to bring out the largest aquamarine that we have in a ring, and it does look something like this. So just saying, if you want to collect the largest aqua in a ring that we have. That is a piece that we do have here. And Tracy, green Paraiba. Let me see if I have anything up here today, actually. I don't think I have anything. Nope. I have emerald, I have Congo tourmaline, I have Marilani mint, but I do not yet see a green Paraiba up here. So Andy, if we are able to look for a green Paraiba for Tracy, that would be fantastic. Thank you very much. And Kathy, let me know if you are here and watching. I do have your request ready up here, so I won't show it until I am 100% sure that you're here with us, so that you can, get first dibs on your request here. Tanzanite, I think it's still here, so let me know on that one. And let me see what else is here. Ooh, let me just, verbally preview some of the combination pieces that I was working on. So Sharon, if you're watching, last week you recommended Royals and Baron with Paraiba, and I was able to put something together. Very excited about that. I did put together Mahenge Pink Spinel and Paraiba, as well as the long-awaited combination that is Mandarin Garnet and Mahenge Pink Spinel. So, I'm very excited to share those with you guys. And again, let me know on the crystal opals. Show you guys some loose stones not too long ago. And again, me personally speaking, I love the stones. I adore them. But if you guys like them, let me know. And I'll probably work on some design anyways, but just looking for general feedback out there. And Tracy, I am so glad to hear it. And I hope, wear it every single day, right? That ring, that deal was a steal. So glad to hear it, Tracy. Thank you very much. Let me know on this Paraiba ring that we have right here. And we're going to go into the deep end of our designer pieces. And that is because it's been a while since we've seen this specific designer style. And even to me, even to us here, first time we brought it, it was a little bit surprising. I did not know that this sort of, designer work was possible. But let me know on this Paraiba. And up next we have 1118919, and it looks a little something like this. What is going on right here? This is a crazy cool piece, and it does look very different from all of our other pieces, and that is because the entire flower part that you see right here is painted with that rhodium, blue rhodium, and not only blue, but you can see how there is an ombre of color from the goldens to the, very Patparashi colors, to the purples, and then to the deep dark blues, and then all the way outwards with the silvery colors, which, if I were to dye my hair again, I'm thinking about, something like this maybe, but I mean, this is just a really cool piece, and of course with that 12.5 millimeter Tahitian black pearl. It's been a long time since we've seen anything from this line, and this was a very limited line too. It's not like they do it, 365 days a year, right? It's very specific, and it might not be for everyone, but the more I've seen it around, the more I've come to love it. And this is a large piece too. It is not an itty bitty little piece. And here's the thing. It's been a while. It's still here. It started at $59.99, and this is something that you can try out. And once you see it in person, just put it on, try it on, see it on yourself, and see if you like it. Again, I know it's a very specific feel, it's a very specific taste, but this does have quite a lot of gold to it. Again, hand painted. This is not, machine printed, right? This is hand painted. And, As someone who, dabbled in the arts myself, I have an immense appreciation for anything that is hand painted. This is not easy. The consistency, to have it consistent like this, it is not easy. And we also have 12 points of diamonds in case anyone is wondering, what's looking at you at the center of the flower there, 12 points of diamonds. And I mean, no matter how you look at it, you can see the richness of that 18K yellow gold. You can see your Tahitian black pearl, and I kind of like the contrast too with the darkness of the pearl versus how bright the 18K yellow gold is. Has to say like it is, of course, but wait till you see it against the hand here because, I mean, right? Just look at it. Hidden bail right where I am holding it. We've had a lot of statement pieces here, right? A lot of very impressive pieces. And out of everything, I think this might just be the piece that, attracts the most attention, right? I mean, if you saw me wearing it, you'd be like, what is she wearing? Like, is that gold? Is that diamond? Is that, pearls? Like, what is that, right? It indeed is, in fact, solid gold, hand painted. This is truly an artist showing their love into what they do, right? And it's not going to be even $29.99 either. We do have a green Paraiba that, I remember that ring, remember it from last week. That is here, so Tracy will bring that out up next for you here. But I mean, again, this is not a small piece. It's, would be impossible as a ring, even just the flower part itself. The flower part itself, quite literally knuckle to knuckle. So forget about this as a ring, but as a pendant, wear it with the DBTYs, wear it with a standard gold chain, wear it however you want to. But point is, there is not another piece out there in the world that is exactly the same as this. And that is because of, the designer, the hand-painted aspect, everything about this. And I'll say it again, I mean, this piece, if we were to, redo it today, we cannot make it for even $29.99. And here's the crazy part, I am not at my final price just yet. I know it's wild. It's a little out there. I want someone to try this. I do still have, some other pieces from this collection. It's very special. And this is not a collection that this designer shares with the world, right? They know us, they know quality, they got quality. I can vouch for that. We are going to make this entire pendant $19.99 to the very first caller who says, I will take it, I will try it out, and please do. And if it's not everything, if it's a little too much for you, send it right on back. I do not mind, right? But at least you tried, right? That is what we are all about. It's not like there are so many colored gemstones in the world and everything in your collection is just a single halo of diamonds and that's it, right? How boring would that be? That is why, we bring to you color combination pieces. You guys have been loving it, right? Just mix it up here and there, right? Not everything has to be the same because how boring would that be, right? Just last week, I only wear studs. And then last week someone called in and said, hey, those, triple row hoops she's showing, can she try on 2 in 1 ear? And guess what? I loved it. Whoever requested to see both earrings in 1 ear, I just want to say thank you. You have changed my life. Like, believe it or not, I did not expect for myself to love it as much as I do. I have been thinking about it nonstop, and I will look into getting myself, 2 pairs to wear together. But I mean, I would have never thought, and that's thanks to you guys, right? You guys call in with these ideas too, and we work together, and at the end of the day, you guys are going to be wearing these pieces, and $19.99 for this, unheard of. Take a look at it against the neckline here. I mean, again, those blues are not muted. It might, slightly ombre out into a silvery color, but even from here, it is so incredibly bright. $19.99. Let me know if you would like to grab it. And let's go back up close here for one more look. Now, if you want to see other pieces from this collection, please just let your operators know. From what I can remember, I do know that we do have some earrings. I think they have flowers and butterflies. So again, very different, and not everything is with the Tahitian black pearl. But I mean, just look at how dynamic of a piece this is with the flower. Love everything about this, and call me if you would like to grab it. $19.99. And let's see here. Oh, Kathy's watching. Fantastic. I was just about to say. So thank you for calling, Kathy. And I believe she had requested to see a chameleon diamond in the round, which, you know, out of all the chameleons, you know, I tend to like the rounds a little bit and a little bit better than the other cuts. Don't tell them I said that. This is going to be 1124135. This is a chameleon diamond in the bridge mounting, a rare and collectible stone. I know that's a phrase very, very commonly used here, you know, from Paraibas to rubelites to blue and blocky tanzanites to chameleon diamonds. 1124135 is going to be our GIA certified chameleon diamond. And let me, of course, zoom in, as I haven't had the chance to zoom in yet today. But this is going to be our 1 carat exactly round SI2 chameleon diamond. And this is one of my favorite bridge mountings because of the fact that it's not entirely covered in diamonds. I know we love our diamonds, we all love our VS diamonds, but I love to see some contrast with the gold and the diamonds, and this is just perfectly done in the way where it's not overwhelming, it's not, you know, all bright and sparkles, right? Love to see this. And white gold currently, if you want to change it, go right on ahead. It's also got 95 points of your VS white diamonds. And the thing about this chameleon that, you know, really catches my eye is the fact that it still has a body color. It's still, you know, you look at it and you're not like, oh yeah, that's a white diamond, right? You look at it and it very clearly is not a white diamond. It's got a little bit of a, you know, body color to it. And in a way, it's very unique, right? When I see this, I think of a steely gray color, but then under, you know, certain angles, you know, maybe it's just me, but I am seeing some blues in there, right? Blues, greens, both cool colors. And I know, gray too. I know I just said that we don't want to see gray, but when you have it like this, combined with the greens, and they're calling it a fancy gray yellowish green, but point is, it's green. Like, there's something about it that, you know, I think we are all amazed at how much we like the color of this chameleon. Right? I mean, we have a lot of other chameleons and they all vary in color, but there is something about this very specific color that we all surprise ourselves when we say that, hey, I actually kind of like this. And this is a ring, $23,999. Of course, you know, I don't think I've seen anyone else bring chameleon diamonds actually. I mean, are they even out there? Or did we, you know, take them all? But white, yellow, rose gold, change it if you would like. And this is the GIA cert because the point of chameleon diamonds is the fact that it will change color. And even though you can't see it, you know, instantaneously, it's not like Marilani Mint where you just put a UV light over it and then it changes color just like that. Because of that fact, it would be better to have a GIA cert so they're not just, you know, selling you a plain, you know, weirdly colored diamond and just calling it a chameleon diamond, because I feel like in today's day and age, a lot of people just, you know, slap some fancy name onto it, call it something, and it sells, right? I mean, whatever floats your boat, but we are not about that, right? This is chameleon. This is from the GIA themselves. A carat exact center stone, fancy gray yellowish green, SI2. It is a natural stone, of course, and fancy lands right about here in terms of the GIA colored diamond scale, perfectly in the center there. And of course, you see your clarity characteristics. Now, I may not have perfect vision, but what I am really good at is looking at stones, looking at pieces up close without my glasses on, without a loop on, and I am very good at catching, you know, inclusions. Very good at that. And I have to say, I saw that this was listed as an SI2, and, you know, looking at it, you know, brilliant round cut, I was like, okay, it must be incredibly easy to find the inclusions then. So what I did was I took the piece, held it in my hand, didn't wear glasses, looked at it. You know, it's a 1 carat stone, it's not teeny tiny, right? It's a pretty sizable stone. I looked at it and I had the worst time looking for inclusions. I could not find it. And I was like, okay, maybe this is a little bit more difficult than I thought. So put on my glasses and I was like, all right, let's try again. And at this point, I still did not look at the GI cert. I did not look at where the inclusions were mapped. And this time with, you know, glasses on, looked at it, still could not find anything. I was like, all right, I have got to cheat. So opened up the GI cert, and I have to say I was a little bit surprised because I would have thought that, you know, I would be able to see it with just my eyes. And the fact is, I could not. So, you know, don't look at SI2 and go, yeah, maybe not. I'll wait for like a VS stone or a VVS stone or this or that. I mean, I'm sure we have something, but they're not going to be in the round. They're not going to look like this with this unique color. And they are not going to be the price that I am going to make this because, you know, when the clarity goes up, the price goes up with it, right? And here's the thing. So Kathy, if you would like this one, it was supposed to be $99.99. And quite honestly, I saw this piece and I was a little bit amazed, a little bit surprised at the price that we took it down to, because for a 1 carat fancy colored diamond that can change color, I did not expect us to do this, but here we are. Here goes nothing. We're gonna make this one $6,999. Kathy, if you like it, please let me know. But I think all of us can say that we love this color of chameleon diamond, and we do not have a million of these. We just have this one. They are all also very unique. Each chameleon diamond, they're not all in this similar, you know, color range, right? There's some darker ones, there's some lighter ones, there's some that look like orange diamonds, there's some that look like, you know, the most beautiful green diamond you've ever seen, but nothing quite like this. And this is what it looks like on the hand as well. And I mean, just look at that, right? It does not blend into that single halo of diamonds. It is gorgeous, and you can also stack wonder rings around it if you wanted to dress it up a little bit, but I think this version of the bridge, it is perfection. It is everyday wearable. Kathy let me know, but I'm, you know, just like you guys, I am very surprised with how much I am loving this color of chameleon diamonds. And again, that value, that price is an absolute steal, so let me know. Definitely not a pun on the color here, but $69.99 on this one, true to size. Let me know, and let's go back up close. And do we have any questions here? Yes, no, yes, no. No problem. So Kathy, let me know what you think. And Tracy, let me just flash the green Paraíba here. That is of that, you know, very unique color, right? So here it is, Tracy. Let me know what you think. And if that's not, you know, for you, I can always see what might be in the back here. But again, this chameleon diamond, you know, it's pretty special. I might just have to add this into my color collection, you know, take some pictures of it after the show and add it into my collection. I love collecting colors that I see here and there, especially with gemstones. And I know like 90% of it may or may not be of opals, but, you know, exposing myself a little here. But, you know, it's just when you come across these truly one-of-a-kind pieces, you know, you can't just, you know, this sells and then say bye-bye, right? This is a piece that will be embedded into my memory. I mean, that color itself, like, I have it memorized. It's such a unique color. Let me know what you think on this one here. And next up, I have also a color changing stone. This is going to be the Marilani Mint variety. And this is here because I, yet again, am very surprised at the price. And of course, I can show you the search for the chameleon one more time here. So here we go. GIA cert from the GIA themselves. So we have our report type, and this is our round brilliant. You have all the measurements of your stones. It is a 1 carat exactly color grade. It is a fancy gray, yellowish green. Now, from certain angles, I do see, the faintest, hint of yellow, but the primary color, the color that you really want to focus on, is going to be that green. And the color distribution is even, clarity grade, Si2, and again, was looking at it up close, glasses on, glasses off, and could not find anything. I was very surprised. Maybe I need to, practice some more, grab some other diamonds and, stare at them and, find the inclusions. But again, this is a GIA cert. Again, it's a fancy color. That's your clarity characteristic diagram, and I honestly, kind of don't believe it. So let me know on this one. We may have a fight on this. So Kathy, let me know. And let's go back up close, take one last look at our gorgeous chameleon diamond here. And I might just have to show you guys the Marilani Mint, or I can also bring forth the first of our couple of color combo pieces here. But again, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Joyce. Happy Friday. And Blue went to the other room, so she's gonna, I think she didn't nap all day, so she's a little cranky, but everyone loved playing with her and had a good time until, I ignored her, of course. But if she's feeling better, I'll bring her back out. But thank you for joining me today. And had a very interesting first hour. Had Paraibas, chameleon diamonds, designer pieces, crazy designer pieces, which I think the pearl and flower pendant is still here. So let me know if you'd like to see that one more time. And I have also got quite an impressive, second and third hour, of course. Museum pieces will be here. Blue wing block D tanzanite square cushion cut in the saddle is here. So I think the round is still here. And saddle ring will be coming up, so let me know on that one. Requests are also welcome, and I'm a little overwhelmed. I don't know what to do next. Do I show you guys some of my color combo pieces, or do I show you guys some museum pieces? We will find out, but first, the chameleon has got to go. So let us take one last look at it, and if you're watching online, you have ease of access to screenshot it and even just save the color of the stone for yourselves. I mean just look at it, right? I wish I could screenshot it right now and just save it into my album, but have to save that for after the show here. But let me know on this one. And before I show you guys my color combo pieces, I just have to let you guys steal yet another piece from me, because what I have next is going to be Marilani Mint Garnet, and the ring looks a little something like this. This is 1117954. It's been here for a while. This is one of those stones that, we brought, it's like a one-time thing. It was popular, wildly popular, and from then on, we have a couple pieces here and there. This happened to be one of them. This also happens to be the largest in terms of overall ring that we have had in the Marilani Mint Garnet. And this is one of those stones where you put it under a UV light and it turns into the most gorgeous padparashi color. Some can have a little bit more orange, some can have a little bit more pink. And that's what I love about these stones too, right? Even in this green color, it can vary from stone to stone. And same thing goes for when the color changes, right? They're not all going to be the same. But here's the thing. You're looking at this right now, and you see that that center stone is a carat 47 pear shape Marilani Mint Garnet. It's got a carat 25 of your natural yellow diamonds, as well as 60 points of your VS white diamonds. And to hold all of those stones together, you require gold. And this is a ring that I did not expect to be this price. And before I, give you guys a price, the final price, this ring right here, back many, many years ago, started at $79.99. In today's day and age, $7,999, that would be a perfect price to just stop at, right? Because when you consider you have a carat 85 combined of just the diamonds, and they're not all white diamonds. There's, quite a bit of yellow diamonds, and they're not SI diamonds, they're not I diamonds, these are VS diamonds. It's a lot. And before I start discounting this one, I just have to, show you guys a piece that I will not be, putting up for sale today. And that is because, I don't like the price. So this is just for comparison's sake. So what I am holding right here so happens to be a Savorite, which, very close cousin of the Marilani Mint. Color-wise, you can see, but Savorite, this thing right here does not change color. This thing right here is like a 90-point center stone, and this thing right here doesn't even have a carat of the white diamonds. And believe it or not, this ring right here, the one that I'm holding in front of you, this ring right here is $4,000, and that's it, right? I mean, still, rare stone, collectible stone. We don't have Savorites, close to 1 carat anymore. We have some larger stones here and there, but, Savorites, we don't really have anything. And yet this little ring right here by itself is $4,000. And do not call on that one. So call on this one, because what we're gonna do today is that this ring, this Marilani Mint Garnet in a ring with all of your diamonds, is not even going to be $4,000. It's not even going to be $3,999. Guys, this is absolute insanity. And this also is a mounting that we have not seen in a very long time, simply because we cannot remake it. We don't have the yellow diamonds, the gold has gone up, right? If we could remake it, maybe with all white diamonds, and we have to, at some point consider, the cost of gold, today versus a couple years ago. But here's the thing. At the very beginning, I said that we do not adjust our prices with what is going on outside in the big world. Instead, we do our little own crazy deals and discounts. And same will apply to this ring right here. I mean, even just looking at it from the side, I'm gonna have to zoom back a little bit more here. That is that is a mighty triple halo of diamonds. Not to mention that center stone, beautiful. Two-tone gold, of course, true to size, believe it or not. And no, it is not top heavy, just get it in your size. We will size it for you. It is a beautiful piece, and I love that I'm able to try it on for you guys because I have small hands, as you guys all know. This is a large ring, and yet look at the presence it has on my hand. Look at how it's there, but it's not overwhelming. It doesn't look weird. It looks great, right? Even better is that this ring is not even going to be $2,999. And if you're thinking, oh, she's probably gonna do something like $2,888, I wish you were right. It's not even going to be $2,888. I mean, look at all of the gold, diamonds, and Marilani Mint Garnet in the center. And because of that triple halo, it kind of makes your center stone look a little small, right? But that is a carat 47. That is not a small stone. If you've been, thinking about Marilani Mints, we haven't had them in a long time. I do have a necklace. If you want to see it next, I can show it. But A ring for what I'm about to do is unheard of. We truly have gone insane. If you like this entire ring, we will still size it for you. Gold color stays as it is. We're gonna make it $2,399. Wow, I mean, again, a carat 85 combined for all of your diamonds and a carat 47 in your center stone for $23.99. This is one of those pieces where you look at it, you look at the info, you look at the price, and you think to yourself, huh, they really have gone insane over there, huh? And we truly have $23.99 for this ring. I mean, you cannot recreate the mounting itself for even $23.99 in today's day and age. This is absolutely bonkers. Call me now if you would like to grab it. Let's go back up close so you can see the beauty of this piece one more time. And again, it is a lot, but it is not top heavy. The weight is distributed very evenly across the entire ring. It will not roll, just get it in your size. But I mean, again, compare this entire ring for $23.99 versus that Savorite that I had flashed for $4,000. Like, I mean, there is a discrepancy here. And not just in the numbers, but visually too. So let me know on this one, $23.99. And I think I have to show you guys the first of the color combination pieces here. But again, this is a piece that has to go. Chameleon diamond, I don't know if it is still here. And if you have any requests, please do get them in. And Kunza is here as well, blue zircon. And Imperial Topaz, also with some pretty unique diamonds here. So let me just quickly flash this Imperial in case anyone is interested, as you know, you're looking at it. And that is a bright orange color, just a very slight hint of pink. You got your pink diamonds. And this one has also been brought down by quite a lot. So let me know if you'd like to have Imperial Topaz in your collection here. Pink Morganite, as I mentioned, will be coming up as well. I think both of the opals are still here. And let me also just quickly flash the Marilani Mint necklace so that we can all take a look together here. But the necklace is also going to be a pear shape. It's also going to be in a design that we have not seen a long time here. I'm trying to make it stop here, but again, just like this, you can kind of see the difference in terms of the color, and I'm sorry, it's moving a lot, but you can see how the pendant itself, or the necklace, it has a chain, has a brighter, lighter, still vivid green color, but again, both Marilani Mints, and let me know if you would like to see that. They're calling it a pendant. It is an entire necklace, as there is a chain connected to the piece there. So let me know if you'd like to see that. And let me also just quickly flash here that ruby and diamond alternating necklace, because I honestly do not believe that this has gotten a brand new discount, but this is what it looks like. And this is, you know, truly museum worthy, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can wear it. You can wear museum pieces. And only here we can bring you, again, the values, the discounts. We can make your dreams quite literally come true. So this has been brand new, discounted. So let me know if you are interested. And yes, the rubies and diamonds do go all the way around here. So lovely necklace. Very rarely do we get to see anything like this. Perfectly matched stones. Let's go back to our Marilani Mint here. And we will find out who is going to grab it here. If you guys do also remember, we had a fancy cut golden tourmaline, which I can't believe is also, you know, still hanging out. If you guys remember this stone, this piece, I'm sure you remember this stone first and foremost, but this has gotten a discount as well. So in case anyone's interested, or maybe that's your first time seeing that piece, that is our golden tourmaline fancy cut. And black opals are still here. Chameleon diamond, I think, maybe still here as well. Again, I don't know, so call your operators to double check. Paraibas and the tanzanite too. So which one should I show you guys first? I have gotten quite a few combinations here. I'll probably just show them all to you guys all in one go. but this is a combination that we have seen very recently. This is going to be mandarin garnet and Paraíba. Now, my only, criticism of this piece is that the mandarins are not perfectly matched. As you can see, the one on the right is just a little bit darker than the one on the left. Now, personally, that does bug me, but I like the overall design concept of this one. May or may not have been inspired by that first ring we saw here today that is now gone and sold out. But there's something about the oranges and the blues that we have seen that we have been, loving as of late. So this is one of those ideas. And of course, at the very top there, I had these stones together, didn't really know what I was going to do with it, was inspired, and then I thought, instead of just putting it straight up and down, which I think this could also be a look, why not angle it, right? Angling it could give it a little bit of a different feel, and the dotted lines here would be kind of like an angle in the gold itself, so it's not just smooth, it's not just a plain, gold band. It has a level of, it has an edge in the gold, kind of like the signet ring where it's squared off, but just add a slant there. So this is Paraíba and mandarin garnet. And, if the slight, difference in the color of the mandarins do not bother you guys, let me know. But personally, it does kind of bug me. And, I went through the entire private collection. This is all I could find. So if not, I'll maybe see if I can, change up the design or use these stones for something else, of course separate it here, but this shape is definitely something that I would be interested in looking into and maybe possibly making, maybe looking for some other colored gemstones that perfectly match and setting them in this way. So this is the first of the couple of color combo pieces, and next up we had also going on with the Paraíbas. So here we have Mahenge Pink Spinel right here, two perfectly matched rounds. And when you have two perfectly matched stones, your first instinct is to put them in a pair of earrings, right? But I think when we have stones like this, I think we all want to be looking at it on our hands. So what I did was, put them together, stack them on top of each other, and if you guys remember, a long time ago, did a pear-shaped Mahenge Pink Spinel with heart-shaped Paraíbas in a ring, and I kind of missed that ring. Well, I really missed that ring, so wanted to do something similar in terms of the concept with the color combos here. Now for this one, I will say, I am mostly okay with the placement of the stones, but I'm not really loving the band. I'll have to think more of, the diamond placement, but the overall shape of the center right here, I am mostly satisfied with it, but again, feedback is welcome. And I'll definitely have to look more into this one. With color combo pieces, I would say keep it as simple as possible. Maybe this would be, the best way to do it. But again, I just like the stones where the layout is, but I'll have to think more about it. Or if you guys have any feedback, that is also welcome. And this is actually one that I have been really excited by. Sharon last week shared with us an idea of Royals and Barren and Paraíba, and I had this Paraíba in my mind for the entire week last week. And I was like, listen, I got to do something with that stone. So the moment Sharon said Royals and Barren and Paraíba, I was like, this exact design just popped into my mind. 2 trillion cuts, Royals and Barrens, Paraíba in the center. And again, this is all thanks to Sharon. So Sharon, if you're watching, thank you. And let me know what you think. Because at the end of the day, you guys are going to be wearing these pieces here. And, oh, Tracy, that would be a very interesting idea. I did ask the jewelers about setting the stones at an angle. We had a peridot ring one time that kind of had a similar shape to this one. That would be very interesting, and that would actually kind of, help with the problem, because this this sketch right here, the width of it is already the width of my finger, and the points of the trillions, like just a little bit, like right here to here, like this little area right here, it does kind of peek out from the sides of my fingers, which, you know, we do have to also consider, you know, the gold and the width of the gold. So, but yeah, that would be a very interesting concept to have it set at an angle. So definitely something I will make a note of. But again, Rose and Barin, Paraiba, Mahenge Pink Spinel, and Paraiba. And next up, we do have something very exciting, and this is the long-awaited Mandarin Garnet and Mahenge Pink Spinel combination. Now, believe it or not, I know it doesn't look like it right now, but I had an extremely difficult time finding the Mahenge Pink Spinels. It was easy looking for the Mandarin Garnets because I just walk through the private collection and just pick out some stones here and there. But man, the Mahenge Pink Spinels, it took me a while to locate, you know, stones, right? We have some smaller stones here and there, but something in this size, you know, we just don't have it. I do have a heart shape later on set into a ring, so let me know if you're interested. But here is our Mandarin and Mahenge Pink Spinel. Very inspired by the Mandarin Garnet Paraiba ring that I had not too long ago with a squared off look, kind of like a signet style. Also played around with the shapes here and there. Now with the round and the cushion cut, now these are two shapes that are more rounded. These, of course, two shapes that are more, you know, squarish and angular. So naturally, I feel like the overall shape of the ring also has to mimic, you know, the curvature and the angles of your stones here. So that is what this is. Also, couldn't really decide on the spacing between the two stones. And that is because when you put these two stones into grayscale, they are going to be rather close. So, you know, I had them together and they kind of surprisingly almost blended together in a way. Mahenge, yes. Mandarin, yes. We have got some approval. So, I mean, I had them both together, and even though they're not the same exact color, you know, they kind of did blend together, which, you know, by itself could be very interesting when set together. But, you know, I would want it to be set a little bit, you know, with a space in between so that the ring itself has a larger look, because these are not large stones. These are not, you know, 10-carat stones. These are, again, not large stones at all. So you don't want something to be, you know, so minuscule and barely there, thin little band, right? I want it to be visible. And so that is what I had come up with. And experimented a little bit with the Mandarin Garnet and the Saverites. First I thought, you know, maybe it looked a little too much like a pumpkin, but the more I have these two together, the more I am starting to like it. And not only that, but I'm also thinking that if you guys have had enough of rings, I'm even thinking that maybe we could also have them as a potential pendant, right? So my dotted lines right here for the chain. So I mean, it could be two ways to wear. It could be for any of these, probably for either of these squared off styles here. But, you know, I'm just thinking, right? It could just be a simple, almost like a dog tag style pendant where it's just gold and your two colored gemstones. So again, let me know what you guys think. And again, none of these ideas are 100% set in stone. But this is what I have here for the colors, and hope you guys like them. Tracy likes the pendant idea. Miss S likes the pendant idea. Very enthusiastic. And I mean, at first I was like, only rings, right? You're only gonna see it on your hand, ring, ring, ring. But now I'm just like, you know, pendants might be one way to go. And if somehow I can find perfectly matching stones, I mean, earrings in this style would also be something to consider. So looks like pendants is a very popular opinion here. So it looks like they might actually turn into pendants here, which love to see it, love to hear it. So let me know which one you guys like, if you prefer to have like a space between. I mean, if the stones are oriented like this, probably no space, but if it's like this, then probably have a little bit of space here. So again, feel free to, you know, screenshot and draw all over it. I do not mind at all. Or if you want to talk about ideas, I'm all ears. So again, this is all of our color combo pieces. And thank you for looking at them with me. And let's go back to our Marilani Mint Garnet right here that I think it's still hanging out. So $23.99. Kind of a shocker that it is still available here, but let me know if you'd like to grab it. And we'll definitely make a note that everyone would like to have it in pendant. And if I see any black opals, you bet I am going to continue with the color combinations. I mean, opals, they just have the ultimate play of color and just have, you know, some more colorful stones around it. I mean, just love to see it. So thanks for looking at them with me. And Marilani Mint still here for the time being, but next up, let's get to the other bluing block D tanzanite that I have in a ring. Square cushion cut as well. This is 1125817, and this is such a treat because not only is this the saddle ring, but this is the saddle ring in the yellow gold. Now, it doesn't have to stay like it is in the yellow gold, but I have been dreaming for a long time to one day finally see bluing block D tanzanite in the saddle in the yellow gold, and here it is. And might I say that cushion cut is also perfection. You guys all know cushion cuts are not my go-to shape, but when you have a stone that looks like this, I mean, it's hard to resist, especially when it is in the saddle. This is going to be our 352 center stone museum reserve, and even the smaller stones have to go to somewhere, right? Either to you guys or to the museums, right? It has to go somewhere. It cannot stay here, though I would love for it to. Diamonds. Saddle ring has a lot of diamonds, and it has a carat 78 exactly of diamonds. I mean, just look at it, right? Yellow gold, a beautiful center stone, plenty of diamonds to go around. A super comfortable ring to wear. Now, if you ask me, I would keep it in the yellow gold. I quite like it in the yellow gold. If you wanted to change it, go right on ahead. You can even change it to the rose gold, which I don't think I've seen a saddle ring in the rose gold with a bluing block D tanzanite before, but you know, it's something that, you know, if you like it in the rose gold, you can change it. And I actually think that we have bluing block D tanzanite in the rose gold here. So if you wanted a, you know, little reference, I can see if we can grab it. But if not, then I can take a picture of it and prepare for next time. But I mean, no matter the gold color that you pick, it's going to work with bluing block D tanzanite. And here's the thing. I only got this one. Still going to be TVON exclusive, and it's been sitting on the wheel here, but just look at all of those red flashes here. Doesn't matter what angle you are looking at it from. It could be from here, where you're not even looking into the center of the stone, and what do you see? Red flashes. You're looking at it from the front, what do you see? Red flashes. And same thing from over here, what do you see? Red flashes. So again, very special stone, very special piece. I love the saddle ring. I hope, you know, if you have a saddle ring, I know every time we bring one of these pieces up, it's always, you know, it's so comfortable. You're looking at it, you're like, that's very hard to believe, but try it for yourself. Again, this is not something that you can judge just by looking at it. But my oh my, saddle rings, they are absolutely gold heavy. This is not going to be $89.99. A rectangular ring with burnished inset stones. Ooh, Rebecca, that would be very interesting as well. I mean, I love all of the ideas that, you know, we're sharing here, and, you know, definitely something to look into. So burnished inset stones will be something that I will have to take down here somewhere. I don't have paper up here with me, but I mean, just look at all that gold. It's going to be against your hand. It's going to be smooth, polished, comfortable, right? You want your rings to be comfortable. You don't want it to be, you know, itchy, scratching at you, right? Then you would never wear it. But this, all you can see, gold. Gold on your hand, gold when you look at it from the back. From the front, of course, diamonds and gold. But again, from the back where you can see more of the yellow gold color, Can you just see what I mean by, I absolutely love this color combination, right? The blue and black tanzanites with the yellow gold. I adore it. And this stone right here, this piece, museum reserve it may be, we're not going to give you a museum price. That would not be fair. So here's the thing. I obviously only have this one. Call me now if you would like to grab it. It's not even going to be $29.99. And although that center stone may only be a $352, take a look at it on the hand because I mean, the diamonds might be helping a little bit, but does that look like a $352 to you guys? That looks like a far larger stone, and still red flashes everywhere. Beautiful saturated deep blues. I think the ones from earlier is still here, the round in the single halo. Two very different designs. One has, you know, minimal diamonds, and this one all out with all of the diamonds, and change the gold color again. If you wanted to see the one from earlier to, you know, judge if you wanted to keep it in the yellow or switch it over to the white, I do have blue and black tanzanite in the white gold here today to show you guys, again, if you need to see it. But I mean, just look at this piece. For not even $29.99, that's what it looks like from the side here. So a lot of diamonds, yes. Can barely see the gold, yes. But to me, just a small detail that the prongs are visibly in the yellow gold, that changes everything for me. That is what I love. You know, it's a very subtle, warm, you know, hint of color, but that completes it for me. Blues are naturally a very cool color. And to have this contrast, you know, there's something about it that I absolutely love and adore. It's not going to be $29.99. If you would like it, call me now. We are going to make it $2,499. Again, I only have this one. Once it's gone, it's gone. It's not coming back. I can guarantee you that. And let me actually move it over to my index finger because, you know, large ring like this, you can wear it however you want. It absolutely will work on the middle finger. And, you know, I never really thought of the saddle ring on the index before, but, you know, there's something about this look that, to me, it's saying that it works. It works. It has a beautiful curvature to the ring, so it's not all on your hand. It gives it dimension. And again, it is comfortable. It is true to size. I wear a size 7 from here to here. I can just move it right on over and it works. And here it is on the middle finger, right? It does not look oversized even on my hand. It is, again, so incredibly comfortable. You think I'm just saying that? I absolutely am not. You ask anyone here who has the saddle ring, you ask them, is it comfortable? Is it truly, really comfortable? And it is. All I feel on my hand right now is gold. And we all know gold. It is smooth. So $24.99 on this one, museum reserve, square cushion cut. Only got this one. Wish I had more, but I don't. So that is unfortunate, but this is it. Let me know if you'd like to grab it, and let's go back up close, take one more look at it. And let me actually show you guys one more thing. I actually have, surprise, surprise, a round blue and black tanzanite. It's not a large stone. It is actually a loose stone. And what happened was that we actually have a ring, had a ring at this point. It was never shown to you guys. It was, the concept of the ring was nice on paper, but, you know, with the size of the tanzanite, you know, it didn't really give us enough space to work out the details in the design. And, you know, it looked very different, completed versus, you know, on paper. And, you know, it wasn't really a fan favorite. It was never shown to you guys. And what happened was that last couple of weeks we did some melting down of some pieces, and that happened to be one of the pieces. So I am very pleased to say that we do have one loose blue and black D round that I can work with. I grabbed the stone. I was like, give me that. I'll take it. Thank you very much. And I want to hear from you guys and see what you guys are thinking of, you know, when pairing other gemstones with it, because again, very messily done. I was able to gather some mandarin garnets from the private collection and just kind of sprinkle them around our loose bluing black tea tanzanite, which again, beautiful round, red flashes, absolutely. But I was just thinking, you know, we've done bluing black tea with Mahenge pink spinel, we've done it with Paraibas, we've done it with Russian demontoids, we've done it with Savarite, we've done it with white diamonds, yellow diamonds, pink diamonds. Like, we have basically covered everything. And I actually have to say, I don't know how I'm feeling about this specific color combination. You know, part of me kind of likes it, part of me is like, that's kind of weird. Maybe it's just because I have one too many stones, so I'll just try to cover, you know, cover one or two of them here. So maybe as, you know, a potential 3-stone style look. But again, tanzanite is a very unique blue. It's not, you know, pure blue in the sense that there are red flashes in it. So it's very different from, say, blue zircon. So again, not sure how I'm feeling about this specific color combination. I mean, just let me know what you guys think. And I was even thinking maybe just one pear shape, you know, on the side. We had something similar done a few years ago with a yellow diamond, something like that. But again, I'm just glad that we have one more one more loose stone to play around with, and that happens to be this one right here. So again, let me know what you guys think. If you want to see it in a pendant, in a ring, however you guys want, let me know what you think about this color combination. Or if you're just thinking, you know, stick to the regular diamonds, we'll be happy, or, you know, go back to the Mahenge pink spinels, which at this point I don't think is possible. Or, you know, bring it back with the Russian demontoids, this or that. I mean, let me know. I was even thinking, you know, ruby at one point, but I have yet to find a perfect match. So this was my first thought. Don't know if I like it, don't know if I hate it, but it is here as a look. So let me know. And let's go back to our saddle ring here. And that concludes all of our color combination pieces here today. Amy says that would be lovely in a pendant. I think we're all leaning pendants here. We've had more than enough of the rings. So your feedback has been noted, and tanzanite is still here. So let's move on to a different color, very different from the blues. We do have pink morganite here today. Pink morganite, very popular stone, and you know, wasn't too fond of it at first. No strong opinion on pink morganite. Was like, yeah, it's just a nice pastel-y colored pink stone. It's whatever. It would be whatever elsewhere, but here, this is not just whatever. This is pink morganite. This is going to be 1125731. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit here because we are all looking at that center stone, the saturation it has. This is private collection. This is also going to be our 231 center stone, 13 points of diamonds. It's currently in the rose gold, but you do not have to leave it that way. And this is not in the rose gold for the sake of giving that center stone a more pink look. Amy, I am the same as you. You know, I see these stones in person, and even in person, I'm like, meh, you know, don't really care for it, right? It's like, if it's here, it's here, right? I may not buy it, like, I don't really care for it. But then you see that one specific stone that just changes your mind. And we probably all saw one very recently. And I'm with you guys. I mean, that ring was, you know, burned into my memory. This one, very similar thing happening here because this is pink morganite. This is not some whatever washed out pastel-y stone. This is top tier material. And I actually want to try and do something, and that is take both of my tweezers here and kind of just block out the rose gold, because here you can kind of see where It is not the rose gold doing all of the work. It is not the rose gold turning the stone pink. It is the stone doing the work by itself. So that is why if you want to change it to the white gold for maximum contrast, you can do it. If you want to change it to yellow gold to, mix up a little bit and make it fun, you can do it. Or if you want to leave it in the rose gold, I love it in the rose gold. I like it in the white gold. Yellow gold, I'll have to think about. But point is, this is a fantastic stone. It is saturated, it is pink. And we are once again opening up the private collection to share yet another stone with all of you guys. However, only for one caller. This is not going to be, now wait a second, I think there's something wrong here. $29.99 was where it started. And I believe there is someone out there watching right now who says, I don't care for this piece. I don't care for pink morganite. But then you see this ring and you're like, okay, I'll have to think about it, right? I'll think about it before I make a final decision. And I want to help you. I want to help you, be able to call in and be like, okay, I'll try it out. You've got my attention. And so this ring right here is not even going to be $1,999. Again, I only got this one. If you want to leave it in the rose gold, we can size it for you. If you wanted to switch it to the white gold or the yellow gold, we will remake the mounting for you in your ring size and gold color of choice. But just look at that pink. Look at how consistent it is. No part of this stone, fades out. No part of the stone is colorless. No part of the stone is, gray, is dull, is muted. This is a gorgeous, bright pink. And even from the side, just look at that. I might be a little bit crazy, but looking at it from the side, the pinks deepen so much that it kind of looks a little purple. It kind of looks a little like our kunzites, which, looking at it from the front, would have never expected to see this, but here we are, and it's not even going to be $19.99 either. Still a lot of gold utilized in this design here. Very simple, elegant, love it. It's very floral, done in a very minimal way where, once you look at it on the hand, has a presence to it, has a nice weight to it, rose gold, white gold, yellow gold, whatever you want to do. That center stone sparkles like the sun is out. And if you would like this ring right here, call me now. I do not want to have any fights on this. I will be very sad because, there's only so many private collection pink morganites that can go around. This is only one of them. We're gonna make this ring right here, right now, $999 to the very first caller who would like to maybe try out a private collection pink morganite, or, if you already have a couple and you're like, I would like to take them all, go right on ahead, call me now and grab it. But $999 to shop for the private collection. See, this is why I love TVON. We have something from $999 in the private collection from this all the way up to something like our Paraíba, right? Which I think is still here, by the way. So if you want to see that one again, let me know. But we cover such a wide variety, in just the private collection. And, I'm just glad that we can open it up and share everything with you guys. This being one of them, $999, let me know. Again, a lot of gold on this. Kind of love how the negative space gives it some, kind of like visual texturing along the sides of the band. It's not just some boring whatever band, right? There is a design element to this, and I actually quite surprisingly love it. Kind of has a dome style look. Also, maybe a little bit kind of like an evil eye look as well. So this is here, $999. White, yellow, or rose gold, completely up to you, but this is all I got. And I'll actually have to see if we have anything else from the private collection to share with you guys here today. But as far as pink morganite, this is it. This is all I got. And in case we have any gentlemen watching, I do have a Congo tourmaline in the gents ring. This was one of my favorite Congo gents rings, and this blurred look at it can tell you why. It's got plenty of those greens that we see in the Congos, but it also has a lot of those bright, intense blues. Kind of reminds me of Paraíba, so just saying, that is here. And let's see what else we have here. Speaking of kunzite, the beautiful round in the bridge. This one right here was asked about a lot, and surprise, surprise, also still here. It is a round, but it is not just your average brilliant cut round. It is a fancy cut round in the bridge, one of the most substantial bridge mountings we do for the rounds here. So if you would like to see this one with all of the information, please do let me know here. Tanzanite ring is still here in the saddle. I might just have to wear that for the rest of the show here. And speaking of tanzanites, not quite a tanzanite, but yet another blue stone is something called Sleeping Beauty turquoise. And what I have here is actually going to be an entire necklace. Let me know on the pink morganite. Again, maybe verifying as we speak. Once this is gone for good. And next up, we do have turquoise in a necklace that will not sit up for me here. So there we go. Chain will come with, of course. This is 112-4485, and this is turquoise. I mean, consistency of color, saturation of color, intensity. Fancy cut diamonds, surprise, surprise, also a yes. This is our 732 pear-shaped center stone. 4 points of, well, they have it broken down for me here, but combined together, everything here, 14 points total weight. If you want to break down, the 4 points is for those tapered baguettes right there, and then the 10 points for the other round cut white diamonds, and of course diamonds in the chain. White gold only on this one. And this one here was supposed to be $39.99. I mean, the diamond design is very subtle with this one, but you know, I was even surprised when I saw the tapered baguettes. I was like, no way, right? In this piece? I mean, when you look at this turquoise, it is not a small stone. It is a special piece. It is something that you can see from miles away. We all know and love our turquoises. We all know and love how the color shows up from, you know, the further away you go, the more it seems to show up, right? Chain comes with, and this entire piece is not even going to be $1,999. These have always been popular. I only got this one. It stays in the white gold. And if you don't yet have a Sleeping Beauty turquoise, I feel like this is one of those stones that is a must-have in your collection. It's definitely one at the very top of my list. You know, Sleeping Beauty turquoise, it works with whatever color you want to wear, whether it is a bright blue, whether it is a just plain white t-shirt, whether you want to wear a bright red. I personally love, you know, wearing a bright red and just wearing a Sleeping Beauty turquoise in a necklace. I think there's something about that. The two brightest colors you can find together in one outfit, I think is just stunning. And it's not even going to be $19.99. Call me now if you'd like to grab it. We're gonna make this one right here $1,399, which, you know, by the way, if you wanted to just get the chain by itself with two individual diamonds bezel set into the chain, that by itself is a couple $100, just saying, right? Like, we have that chain, you know, something very similar, two bezel set diamonds, one on either side, and you know, that by itself, again, couple $100, and yet you are getting the entire look here. You don't have to go out, you know, once you receive the pendant and say, yeah, I need to go find a chain to wear it with, and you know, we're gonna save you the hassle. Everything here, chain, pendant, turquoise, diamonds, everything here, $13.99. This is what it looks like against the neckline here. So again, I'm wearing black today, but Still, look at how brightly it shows up. And it is just a stunning piece, a stunning color. Everyone has to have turquoise in their collection. This is the best way to start. $13.99. Let's go back up close and take one more look at it, as I do not have anything else in the turquoises. I have been thinking about, a color combination piece with the turquoises, but I was thinking crystal opal, but I don't know if that would be, a little too much. I was thinking, what was I thinking? I was thinking turquoise with, continuing with the blues and oranges with the mandarin garnets, but again, I'm not really feeling that. I think with the cabochon stones, I think they should probably stick together. So definitely leaning a little bit more towards the turquoise and the crystal opal idea, but maybe I'll find some stones and try to put something together for next week here. But turquoise by itself is, already, I think, enough, but just thinking of the different possibilities, with emeralds maybe, savorites, blues and the greens. We all love that color combination. And let's see, what other ideas do we have here? I think, blues with the reds, maybe with the rubies, or what other red stones are there actually? Can't think of any at the moment. We have, rubies, garnets. Can't think of anything at this moment. But just throwing ideas out there. I think it looks fine by itself, but it would be kind of fun to see, what other combinations we can use and put together. Now I do have Mahenge Pink Spinel today, and it does happen to be a heart shape. It does look like this, and if you heard me say earlier, it is extremely hard, extremely difficult for not only me, but for us to find any more Mahenge Pink Spinels to set into rings, pendants, forget about earrings, forget about bangles, right? Rings and pendants, it's just not possible. We don't have stones in this size. This is 1125796. This is our gorgeous heart shape. And I'm not a heart-shaped girl, but once I saw the stone, the intensity of the neon, I was like, I don't care what shape it's in, just give it to me for that color. This is what ideal Mahenge Pink Spinel looks like. This is our 90-point heart-shaped center stone. And yes, it does have some pretty different diamonds around it. You have a double halo of yellow diamonds totaling 20 points. You have 51 points of your white diamonds in that outermost halo, and this is yet another look at a triple halo design. Very different from our Marilani Mint Garnet from earlier, but very similar concept. Two-tone gold has to stay like it is, true to size on this one. And if you don't yet have Mahenge Pink Spinel in your collection, I don't mean to rush you, but I would probably want to grab one sooner than later, because aside from what we have right now, I have not found another stone that meets my standards that I would be willing to set into a ring. Aside from those stones that I brought out today, of course, for our color combination pieces, but I want to save those stones for the color combo pieces. So again, it's not easy to find these stones, and we can't exactly knock on the ground and be like, hey, Mother Nature, can you make some more for us, right? We're running out, right? It's just not possible. And so this piece started at $59.99. Again, pure, bright, hot neon pink. Very different from any other pink stone. You don't look at this and think, oh yeah, pink morganite. You don't look at this and think, oh yeah, pink sapphire. You don't look at this and think, oh, pot parasha or whatever, right? You look at it and you're like, that has got the neon intensity, the hot pink color of Mahenge pink spinel. Not only that, but combined with the white and yellow diamonds. And here's what we're gonna do for this one. If you want to see any other Mahenge pink spinels, I know we have got a couple in the back, but as for anything that is going to be, brand new, there's nothing. I can say right now there's nothing. I tried, I looked, spent 2 weeks looking for Mahenge pink spinels, nothing. This is it. This is your chance. And it's not going to be even $29.99. We have larger stones, I can tell you that. We have larger Mahenge pink spinels, but is the price going to be in the same range? No. So if you want something just to have Mahenge pink spinel in your collection, I would really, go with this one or see what else we might have. But for this one, with that center stone, as stunning as it is, with all of those diamonds, I didn't try it on yet. Let me try it on right now. I mean, right? I am sometimes given the task of taking photos of these pieces and putting them into the system, and that is the picture that you guys see when you have, when you get the emails, right? When you get your orders, right? When you look at them, you see the pictures on your, order confirmations. Some of those pictures I have took, and when I load these pictures into the system, out of hundreds of pictures, this is the one that stands out to me. Like, I can just be rapidly scrolling down through the entire inventory, and this one right here stands out to me. Yes? On the morganite? Of course, I will get that for you in a second here. But, I mean, even with Paraiba, it's a very close call. Some of these colors, you look at it on the computer screen, like if you just scroll by it, have it sitting there for maybe a second, like sometimes I'm scared that it's going to burn the shape of the stone into the screen. That is how bright and intense this stone is. And even just looking at it right here, you can tell this is no ordinary Mahenge pink spinel. This is perfection. And let's take a look at it back up close. And I have a request here to do some measuring here. But if you would like this Mahenge pink spinel, we are going to make it $2,499 to the very first caller who says, yes, I will take it. And if you want another heart shape, I don't have any more. This is it. And if you want to see anything else, we can always check, of course, but anything new going forth, it is just simply not going to be possible. This stone for the pink morganite is going to be an 8 by 10, 10 by 8, 8 by 10. It is our oval. It is going to be this one right here. So again, still a pink stone, very different. This is 10 by 8. So for whoever requested that, hopefully that helps there. But again, Mahenge pink spinel in the heart shape that looks like this is just simply not possible, no longer possible. This is it. That's what it looks like from the side, again with that layering of the triple halo. From the back, I mean, how bright the color is, even from the back. And we do have rejections for this stone. I will tell you that. I can probably find them very easily because it looks like someone breathed on the stone and, the stone is just permanently cloudy. I have it in my memory. I know where it is. If you want to see it, I can bring it out next time, but we have rejections. We don't set every single Mahenge pink spinel that we have because then, some of it doesn't meet our standards in terms of quality. And one of those stones, it didn't meet our standards, right? Why would you ever want to have a foggy, cloudy stone when you can have something like this? price is about the same, right? Why would you want to have something that, you know, could look like plastic, even though it is still a natural gemstone, versus something that looks like this, where you just put a little bit of light on it and boom, just like that. Crisp, clear, bright neon. And I mean, this is it, guys. Heart-shaped Mahenge pink spinel. What I have here is what I have left. There's going to be, you know, nothing, very few, if nothing, going forth. And, oh, well, that's good to hear. G says, I love having pics of the item on the invoices. Wish everyone did that. I think it definitely helps. I mean, definitely helps me. I'm very visual. I can't just, you know, read a description and just immediately think, oh, I know the piece, right? I'm sure very few of us are like that, but love to see, you know, love to have pictures on invoices, order confirmations, helps everyone out. And, oh, that's also a great idea too. I scan a picture of each piece along with the receipt for my records, and this saves me a lot of work. Well, I'm glad to hear that. And I mean, even me too, if I can't access all of the pieces together, and of course pieces do, you know, sell sooner or later, and you know, it's always nice to go back and reminisce about, you know, pieces that we've had before. But I mean, guys, Mahenge pink spinel, this is it. Call me if you like to grab it. I only got that one. If you want to see something larger, I do know we have larger stones. Anything in the similar size range, I'll have to think about. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure we might have something. So thank you so much for joining me. My name is Joyce, and my co-host Blue was here for a couple seconds at the very beginning of the show, but she is now napping in the conference room, so I'll leave her be. And we still got a couple pieces here to go through. Imperial Topaz, as I had flashed earlier today, kunzite pieces, some fancy cuts in the rounds for the kunzite, and in the, I think we're calling it a concave cut for the golden tourmaline. So those are here, as well as some critter pieces. Unheated tanzanites, I think our bluing block Ds are still here though, all of them. So saddle ring and the round in the single halo, I think those are still here. So if you want to see those again, let me know. We also had a $2.99 square cushion cut Paraiba from the private collection as well. And pearl pendants are also here. I have a triple garnet piece with a Savarite, Mandarin garnet, and Royal Zambaran. If you want to see that, let me know. Of course, our ruby and diamond necklace is here too. Brand new discount on this one. Can't believe it. I'll probably show this one up next. Or if you want to see anything else, let me know. Largest aquamarine in a ring is here too. And still so much more. So thank you for joining me so far. And let's get back into our Mahenge pink spinel. Take one last look right here. And let me just, you know, play rock, paper, scissors here and try to see who gets to be shown up next. Let me quickly flash the Colombian emerald here. And this is what it looks like. Again, Colombian emerald looks great. You can see the quality. It's still included. Still an included gemstone. And let me put my glasses on here so I can actually see. Yeah, I was previewing that emerald, but all I saw was the glow of the stone here. Couldn't really see anything else, of course, but I mean, just looking at it from here, you can see how intense that stone is. So intense that, you know, the camera like doesn't know what to fill in information-wise when you have a stone as bright as this. So love to see it. Rubies, I do have ruby earrings. If anyone would like the Marilani Mint necklace, the pear shape that I had flashed earlier today looks a little something like this. If you would like to grab this entire piece, two-tone gold stays as is. We're gonna make this necklace right here $16.99. So just throwing it out there, if you would like to grab it, let me know. If you want a full presentation, let me also know, and I can bring it back out for another full look here. And also, one of my other pieces here that I had done, that not exactly a color combination piece, but playing around with the shapes, is going to be a heart-shaped blue zircon in a pendant. I thought, you know, heart shape, you know, have a lot of hearts on the screen right now, but heart shape, a little bit of a unique shape to work with. It's not exactly like the round or even the pear shape, but it's got a very unique, shape to it. So why not put two hearts together, right? So that is what became of this stone, double hearts. Why not? I don't mind it when they're set like this. It's very simple, but this entire piece is quite bright. So this pendant right here, let me know if you would like to grab it here, if you would like to see it with all of the information. I do have a panther ring. However, it is going to be very specifically in the size 8 only. And it looks a little something like this. So also just mentioning that this ring is here, but it's size 8 only. I wear a 7 on my left hand, but on my right hand I can wear a size 8. So, just saying, if you happen to wear a size 8, I think this is a ring that could work for you. So let me know if you'd like to see that one as well. And next up we have some ruby studs. Now these are not large stones. However, I am really loving the clarity that these stones have. Wait till you see it. That's one of them. This is 1125247. And this is the other one. Part of my brain is in denial that this is ruby, because when you look at the clarity, suddenly it's like you're not used to seeing rubies that actually glow like this, as bright, as intense as this. And here we have 2 stones, 1 pair of earrings. Now these are smaller earrings, I will say, and I think they are perfect for a secondary or even a third piercing. Post is behind the one side of the oval, so it's going to sit like this, north-south, not east-west necessarily. Change the gold color if you would like. Love it in the yellow gold. If you wanted to switch it over to the white gold or even the rose gold, we can do so for you. 64 points of your 2 rubies combined, 20 points of diamonds, $1,499 for rubies that look like this. Absolutely makes sense, right? But here's the thing, we are not going to do that. This is not even going to be $999. And one time I wandered into a jewelry store, right? It was in a mall, was walking around. They had some stones on display, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll take a look, right? Well, I was trying to take a look. The lady was pestering me about lab-grown diamonds, and I was like, I'm not interested. Let me see your natural gemstones. And then I was asking them if they had any rubies. She instantly lit up and was like, oh yeah, we do. I was like, great, can I see them? She's like, yeah, sure, they're right over here. And then I followed her over. She was pointing in the display case. Here are our rubies, and they were large stones. The clarity looked like these, and I have to say, I was very impressed. I was like, okay, I did not expect, for you guys, I didn't say it to her, obviously, but I was like thinking, I was like, I did not expect to see, a fellow jewelry store to have rubies that are on par with ours in terms of clarity and quality. And I was like, oh wow, that's so cool. Asked about the price. She gave me the price. It was a couple $100, and immediately red flags, alarm bells ringing in my brain. I'm like, okay, there's something wrong here, because if you have rubies that were far larger than these, that had very similar clarity and glow for only a couple $100, there is something seriously wrong. So I asked her again. I was like, okay, are these natural gemstones? And unfortunately, she had to double check. She double checked, and they were lab created. So then I was like, okay, that makes a lot more sense, right? But these stones, the ones right here, right in front of you, These are not lab created. These are natural from the earth. And although they may be smaller stones, but the thing is that they are natural and they look like this. They are clean, they are bright. They are not going to be $999. I only got a pair of these. Rubies are extraordinarily hard and difficult to match. We don't see ruby earrings often at all. If you would like these, I only got this one pair. We're gonna make it $599 to the very first caller who says yes. And you already got it? They were listening to me talk up here and they already got it. Well, thank you so much. Let me show you what one of them looks like against the hand here, because again, these are smaller earrings, these are smaller stones, but look at the power they have behind them. I mean, right? This is not some, you know, incredibly included stone. This is not just your average ruby, right? This is stunning and gorgeous and perfect for the second or third maybe. Let me just move on over here. So, you know, for the primary, maybe a little bit on the smaller side, but if you want to move it on over here, I think it's great. If you want to, you know, if you have a piercing up here even, I mean, that is also a look that you could, you know, you could wear it with, right? So it's, again, totally up to you how you want to wear it, but this is my recommendation. That is my second recommendation. You can still wear like this, of course, but it is going to be a little bit on the smaller side there. So congrats on these. Let's go back up close and say bye-bye to our ruby studs. And let's do a quick little recap of our blue ink block tanzanite in the saddle here. I don't think anyone has asked about this so far. I don't know how. Maybe we're all done with the tanzanites. Maybe we can move on to the unheated stones. Right? But this is that Museum Reserve square cushion cut saddle ring. Love myself a saddle ring. You know, working here is a little bit difficult because you are constantly surrounded by all of these fantastic pieces. And what do you do when you see these beautiful pieces is that you want to get them for yourself. And, you know, turquoise is on my list, and, you know, maybe one day a color combo piece on my list. And I have to say, the saddle ring, I don't even mind if it has a Museum Reserve blue ink block tanzanite in the center, or if it's just, you know, the all diamonds version of the saddle ring. You know, I just one day want to have a saddle ring because, again, how comfortable it is. Love a larger look. It's larger, but it's not overwhelming. And I love the fact that we have done so many different varieties of the saddle ring, right? From a square cushion center stone to ovals. I don't think we've done rounds before, but we've done an all diamonds version. We've done, you know, differing sizes of center stones for the saddle ring. And, you know, they're all so unique and so special and all covered entirely in diamonds. So again, saddle ring, I have to say it is one of the pieces on my wish list one day, but this is now your chance. You guys get to get one of the last Museum Reserves in a beautiful medium size tanzanite in a rather large look for a ring. And this is what it looks like one more time on the hand here. I mean, right? How can you just look at that and say, nah, no thanks, I'll pass. Maybe next time. There is no next time. This is it. This is your one and only chance. And the longer this ring is here, the more I have to say it does grow on me. So maybe for myself, but you guys get, again, first dibs here. Again, love this tanzanite, love the mounting, love the gold color it's in, but if you want to change it, go right on ahead. But this is it, guys, $24.99 for this entire ring, which also does remind me that the Marilani Mint Garnet for $23.99 with white and yellow diamonds is also still here. So let me know. Let's go back up close. The all white diamonds version of the saddle ring is constantly sold out, true to size on this one. And maybe one day we can bring it back, but, you know, we bring it back once and it sells out for months on end. So I'll put in a request to bring it back. I would love to see it again, try it on my hand, wear it. But this is one of the pieces. I just love it in the yellow gold. Again, how rich it is. the contrast it gives to the tanzanite. Again, this is here, one color only, one color. Can grab it here. And let me know what you guys think about the tanzanite, the blue and black tea tanzanite with the mandarin garnet combination. And we'll see if anyone will grab this one. Now, we did have a request for tanzanites last week, and the round did go. However, there was some, exchanging happening. So the round is back. However, that is perfect because I do happen to have a pendant that could possibly be the perfect match to the ring. They are both very similar in terms of carat weight sizes. The ring is just a little, or the pendant is a little bit bigger. So I'm just saying it looks like I took the stone out of the ring from last week and put it into this pendant when in fact they are two separate pieces. So I know how much you guys love to have a complete match set. I think this one complements the ring perfectly. So I'm glad that, I have the chance to show them both together. So if you want to see them, just let me know. But that's just a heads up that they are here. And what else do we have here? If anyone wants a triple pearl style pendant, I do have one. It's very similar to our triple garnet piece, but instead this one has 3 different colors of pearls. And let me just move the sky aside here. And here we have pearls. It's a rather large piece, so that I will need to zoom out a little bit, but this is 1119685. And this is where we actually get to have, a pearl collection all in one. Why have, a million different pearl pieces when you can just have a one and done Tahitian black pearl, South Sea golden, and South Sea white pearl? They kind of gradually get larger as you go down the pendant. The information all up there, 2 inches. And here's the funny part, because when you have pearls like this, we have them occasionally, right? From time to time, just a single pearl in a ring. And yet, what I'm gonna do for all 3 of these pearls in one pendant, I don't know what's going on here, but something in this pendant is going to be basically free. I don't know if it's the gold. I don't know if it's the diamonds. I don't know if it's, 2 of the 3 pearls. I don't know, but thing is, this was supposed to be $39.99. Has to stay like it is in the white gold. Amy says 3 pearls in a pod. Love that nickname. And I agree, that tanzanite pendant, I think, it's beautiful. It goes well with the ring. Let me know if you want to see the tanzanite ring and the pendant. Have a lot of round tanzanites here today. Now, $39.99, and then if you break it down here, it makes sense, right? These are not small pearls, especially if you look at it against the hand here, right? This goes beyond knuckle to knuckle. It is a pendant, sizable. All we're missing is a pink pearl, which I think pink pearls we haven't seen in a long time either. I don't know if we have any pearls to work with. I'll have to add that to my list. But this entire pendant right here is not even going to be $19.99. And this is a style that we have seen from time to time. The pearls might have gotten, moved around a little. But the thing is, we can't do this. I have gone through our golden pearls. I don't see anything that I could work with. I don't really work with the pearls, but one day I was just curious. I was like, all right, I talked a lot about how the Tahitian black pearls, we don't have them. Like we're out. Like once the ring is gone, it's gone. And it's been a while. White pearls, same thing. We don't see them that often. I feel like out of the three, we see a lot of the South Sea golden pearls, which even those, you know, we have some here and there, but not a lot. And Miss S says, I'd wear those pearls in a brooch. I mean, it'd be beautiful as a brooch. I agree, but that's what the back looks like. And, you know, a lot of gold, surprisingly, a lot of gold to hold together the pearls here. But if you would like all three pearls in one pendant, we're gonna make it $17.77. And if you break that down and see what you would usually be paying for a single pearl in a ring, and then you take a look at this piece, I mean, it's a little bit off, right? The math is a little bit not mathing, but $17.77, the damage has been done. Take a look at it against the neckline here. Again, wear it however you want with, you know, bright reds, bright blues. You can be wearing white, you could be wearing black like I am, but, you know, this is yet another piece that is really fun to wear every single day if you would like, and $17.77 will make it yours. Let's go back up close and take one more look here. 3 pearls in a pod. I think we'll just have to call it that, 3 pearls in a pod. And again, you know, pearls are not just, you know, some gold behind the pearl and then it just sits on your neckline. There is still a basket of gold going around the entire perimeter of this pendant so that it is elevated off of your neckline so that it will not flip. You saw the surface area that this piece covers, and thanks to that, this piece will not flip. Now, if there were no basket and it was just, you know, the gold behind the pearl on your neckline, then there is a high chance that it will flip, but in this case, absolutely not. And then you can also see all of the spaces between, you know, the pearls, and you could quite honestly wear it a few different ways. If you wanted to string the chain between the golden and the Tahitian, I mean, that is one way to wear it. If you wanted to flip it around and throw the chain through here, I mean, the possibilities at this point are near endless, right? So $17.77 on this one. Let me know if you'd like to grab it. And speaking of pearls, I do have a critter piece today that is going to be a brooch. We had a great debate about what critter this was. You might remember it. It looks a little something like this. I think at the end of the day, we agreed that we called it an armadillion, armadillo chameleon, because I honestly don't know at this point, but I think it could be anything. But it's just such a fun assortment of colors with your, you know, pearls versus your diamonds and your sapphires. This is in the rose gold, and you know, it's been a while since we've seen it, so it's a little bit out there with our critter pieces, but if you want to see it, let me know. The tail does move, so it's not just one static piece. It has some level of life to it. So let me know on this one if you would like to see it, grab it. Now, I do actually have a blue sapphire today as well. It does look a little bit something like this. Large diamonds, still a single halo, yes, but I mean, those diamonds are incredible. They are sizable, and this is blue sapphire, so just flashing it if you would like to see it. And let me see what else here. Flash an emerald earlier. If anyone would like one of the best blue zircons I have ever seen in a ring, I have got you covered today. It is going to be a cushion cut. Excuse the pearls. Pearls are still here if you would like to grab them, but this right here, we've seen a lot of blue zircons here, but there is something about this one that just, right? Not an emerald cut, this is a cushion cut. This is 1124365. And this is exquisite. Oh, Tracy says it looks like a sweet dragon. I'll see if I can add dragon into the word we made up for that critter piece. I never thought about it that way. Could be a dragon too. Had a dragon pendant once, I remember it. Crazy detail in that piece. Since then, no dragon pieces, but I mean, blue zircon. This reminds me of that pendant that I did once upon a time with the mandarin garnets. I'm sure we all remember it. Every time I see a blue zircon, I think of that piece, but look at this stone. It makes me a little bit speechless because we have seen a lot of cushion cuts, but there is nothing that does this. This is one of those pieces that I will be remembering, and it does kind of make me think of a bridge design just because of these intense flashes going through the center. It looks like it could be in a bridge design, or it looks like it could have some sort of, you know, baguette cut diamonds behind the stone, but it does not. It has an undergallery, but there are no diamonds behind the stone. This is our $89.99 blue zircon. Clean, bright blue. One of the largest stones, 1064 with a carat 58 of diamonds, everyday wearable. And I have just been itching to try this on because look at that. I mean, we have seen blue zircon, but have we seen blue zircon like this? Now, if this one doesn't go, I'm a little bit tempted to take the stone out and maybe put some mandarin garnets around it, maybe in a 3-stone style, maybe not, but I mean, you are going to be so incredibly happy with this center stone in this size too. It's not going to be $89.99. It's not even going to be $3,999. Just like that, save you a couple $1,000s that you can, you know, spend on another piece, maybe even the tanzanite in the saddle. But blue stones, they cover such a wide variety of blues. Very different from our bluing black tanzanite. It's very different from Sleeping Beauty turquoise. It's very different from even Paraibas, even from, let's say, Swiss blue topaz, from aquamarine, right? I listed all of those stones and not 2 of them look exactly the same. This is one of them. It's very specific. It has its own unique characteristics. And we are going to make this one $37.77 if you would like to try out one of the best blue zircons I have seen. And I wish I could bring you guys the largest one in a ring, but that one also went on a trip, so we'll see if that one comes back. But, you know, not everyone is looking for the largest blue zircon in a ring, right? You all want something that is, you know, of a decent size, a great price, a great deal, and this is it. This is your next best option, and there is something about it when it's on the hand. You know, I'm just very subtly moving my hand where it looks like the flashes almost look digital, which Mother Nature did not have access to a computer when, you know, making these stones. But there's something about the way that the light dances through the middle of the stone that makes it almost look unreal. It almost looks like it's been, you know, CGI, right? Looks like it's been computer generated, but this is reality. This is all Mother Nature by herself. Wouldn't that be crazy? First we have, you know, lab-grown stones, man-made stones, and next we have, you know, computer-generated stones. Like that would be a little crazy, but I mean, this could be the start of that, but natural, and it's only $37.77. This is what it looks like from the side. Bright, colorful flashes. You guys all know the signature style. You guys all love it. And $37.77 on this one will make it yours. Bright, intense blues, unbelievable. Here it is back up close. Let me know if you'd like to grab it. And if you have any requests, please do get them in. We are nearing the last half hour of our show here. Got a couple pieces still to show you guys.
Panther piece, emerald. The Congo gents is here as well. If you guys want another look at my color combo pieces, please don't hesitate to let me know. And ooh, I have a very interesting stone here today. I don't know if anyone can guess what stone it is. I had a difficult time. First time I saw the ring, I was like, okay, it's a really pretty color. I know it's a really pretty color, but I couldn't really tell what stone it is, and I'll say right now it is not a Patparasha and it is also not an imperial topaz. This is a very specific color, a very specific shade, and you know, there's not one word that I can say to really describe this ring, because it's got a couple colors happening in this piece, right? You see some oranges, you see some pinks, you see some reds, you even see some golden colors here and there, right? It's really truly just a mixture of colors. And Tracy says zoisite. It is not a zoisite. So not zoisite, not sapphire, not imperial topaz. And again, I I also had a very hard time. I immediately thought, oh yeah, surely it must be imperial topaz. It is not. It's not. But it's in a 3-stone style. It is a gorgeous piece. I mean, it's not a tourmaline. I'll also say that it's not a tourmaline. Or, I lied. It is a tourmaline. Gave it away there. I was thinking of some other tourmaline. But it is actually going to be our Congo tourmaline. And I saw this piece. I saw the words Congo tourmaline. And I was like, okay, maybe there's a little jewelry gremlin, you know, switching the bags around when no one's looking, but surely this cannot be Congo tourmaline. It is. It's in a 3-stone style. It's got such a unique color. I can't, like, now looking at it, some of it has like a raspberry color, you know, purples in it. Like, there is not one single word that can describe the color of this stone. And it's not color shifting, it's not color changing, it's just that unique. It's just got all of those mixtures of colors, of these warm colors, from the reds, oranges, pinks, purples, all in one stone. I don't know what I was thinking when I said tourmaline, but it is a tourmaline. Congo tourmaline. This is our 435 center stone, 1125843. Is going to be the item number, and this also has 18 points of diamonds. Tracy sent an emoji in the chat, and I love using that emoji, but yeah, that is my face too. I mean, it is kind of hard to believe that we have Congo tourmaline that looks like this when, you know, just moments ago, I had flashed a Congolese tourmaline that looked like that, right? I mean, 2 totally different colors, both Congolese tourmalines. How is this possible? I've got no idea. But here's the thing. I've not seen a stone that has a unique color such as this one before. Here is your chance. Now, if you really want to change it, we can do it in either the yellow gold or even the rose gold if you want. But given how unique this color is, I would leave it in the white gold, just my opinion. And here's the best part, because even though it is brand new today, it is not going to be $39.99. It is a color that, again, I'll have to add to my collection, my color collection, because when else are you going to see a color like this? The next closest thing that I could possibly bring to you guys is going to be imperial topaz. And even then, the color does not get as intense as this one is. And here's the thing. I was supposed to do it for $29.99, but you know, it is a large sizable stone. It's got some nice VS diamonds on either side, but I want someone to get this today. We will size it over the weekend, or if you want to change the gold color, then you'll have to wait. But if you want to keep it in the white gold, we will size it first thing tomorrow, get it out to you first thing on Monday, and you will receive it as early as Wednesday. And I just want you to just be absolutely delighted with this truly one of a kind stone, like ever in the world. And we are going to make it $1,699 for this ring. As simple as it gets here in TVON land. But that color is just unbelievable. I think there's a fuzzy on the back of the band. But let me also try it on, because this is just, does it not look like Imperial Topaz? I mean, an Imperial Topaz in this size would be crazy expensive. And here you can get something strikingly similar for $16.99. And those diamonds are also not small. Those are some pretty sizable diamonds. Very simple design. And I mean, all of your attention is on that center stone. All you want to be looking at is that center stone. Like, even on my hand right here, it's not like it looks like a completely different stone, but there's something about the way that the color just looks very subtly different. Like here, I'm seeing a lot more of the oranges as opposed to up close. Like, again, not a color shifting stone, not a color changing stone, but something about it. Again, same lighting source, but maybe just not in the direct center of the lights. But just like that, you see a more prominent orange color versus than when it was up close. And, you know, again, not color changing, not color shifting, I don't know what to call it. It's just that unique of a stone. As simple gets, where you can still get your diamonds for only $16.99, true to size on this one. And let's go back up close here for one more look. I mean, right? Here, suddenly you see the pinks, you see the reds. On my hand, you saw it a couple seconds ago, it looks a lot more orange. Same exact stone, same exact space, and I mean, I don't know how it's doing it. It's got some fingerprints on it, of course. I may or may not have been admiring it before the show started, but I'll get that cleaned off for you in a moment here. But even from here, I mean, from here you can kind of see a little gradient with the oranges and the pinks, but this is just this is just such a special stone. And you know, compared to all of the Congos that we've had so far, of all the green Congoleses that we've had so far, I mean, I know they're two totally different colors, but there is something so unique about this piece right here. And there is a fuzzy in the prong here. And I do hear that we just got a call. So Fridays, we are not on TV. We are online only. Let me get this cleaned up for you. So let me know. This one may be gone. Fuzzy is still there. So that top right is not an inclusion. It is a fuzzy. It is a fuzzy in the prongs. I wish I could get it out. I don't have the tools to do so right now, but I mean, it is just a fantastic piece. And whoever gets it, I know you will love it. If you want a Congo that is of the green color, I only have a gents ring today, but this is a gents ring style that I think ladies could also wear. So just throwing that out there. If you want to see this one, let me know. I might just show it next anyways. Now I'm thinking, we have seen some combination pieces with Congos very similar to this color versus the greens. And, you know, I'm, a little bit tempted here and there, maybe do a combo piece with these two stones, but, I can't be taking apart everything. The tanzanite was a one-time only thing, so let me know on this one. It may already be gone for $16.99. And let's go and visit the other side of the Congolese. And this right here is going to be our gents ring, 1124257. Ladies, you can also wear this ring, and it is comfortable, true to size. This is our Carat 71 cushion cut Congo tourmaline, 36 points of your diamonds. Now, earlier today, I had showed you guys a design with the Mandarin Garnet and the Paraiba, and you can kind of see how this part of the ring is angled? So that is kind of what I want to have in that ring if that ring were to become a reality. So kind of nice to have a visual reference here and there. And Carat 71 center stone. You know, we always love it when any sort of color gemstone has consistency in the colors, right? No color zoning, not this or that. But in this particular case, I absolutely love and adore how in certain parts of the stone, you can see the bright, vivid greens. Kind of reminds me of Savorite, kind of reminds me of Marilani Mint Garnet. And then on the other side, you have the blues being introduced where it really looks like indicolite, right? And again, this is not a perfectly blended stone, but that's what I love about it. It is here, again, calling it a gents ring, but ladies, you know, I would wear this ring. I'm sure you would too. Here's the surprising part, and that is the fact that even though this is a gents ring with all of the gold, you know, a fair bit amount of diamonds, $39.99, it is not even going to be. Now, I thought that this ring sold a long time ago. It is still here. It is right in front of you. Maybe it was not meant to be. That's perfectly a-okay. That means that if you have been dreaming about this piece, about this stone, now is your chance. We are going to make it $1,499 for this entire ring. Solid 14K yellow gold. If you want to change it, go right on ahead. If you wanted to grab both Congos, I mean, this combination by itself is the ultimate combination piece. And looks like the gents ring is already gone. Under gallery on this one, true to size. And let me also, of course, try it on the hand here because, I mean, this is another one of those stones that, you know, I remember and I will always remember, but you can see, you know, how strong, how powerful of a stone it is. And this one is gone, but I think the other one may still be here, so I'll bring the other one back for another look. I thought that one maybe went, but I think it's still here, so congrats on this one. Look how silky smooth it is, man. Love it. All right, back to the other one. So this one we had right before the gents ring. This one was for $16.99. And this is also Congo tourmaline, but instead a very different color and TVON exclusive. I think the stone by itself deserves its own sort of, you know, exclusivity because of how unique the color is, but that's just how I'm thinking. But let me know if you'd like to grab this one. I do have kunzite in a pendant. It is a fancy pear shape in case anyone might be interested here. I know that a lot of our kunzite pendants, they tend to be a little bit on the crazy side. You know, either we have panthers or the stones themselves are just simply, you know, a little bit too large for our liking, which I understand, I get it. Which is why we have an 1861 fancy cup pear shape in a pendant coming right up next. And again, do not miss out on this one. That is such a wildly unique color. Next up, we have our kunzite in a pendant. This is 1125389. Have you guys seen a color as intense as this one? It's just straight up purple. And it may look like a pear shape, but it is everything but your average typical pear-shaped stone. This is your fancy cut. And do you remember how not too long ago we had color change sphenes and they were in an Asher radiant cut? Well, I am seeing that exact same style of stone cutting, but instead here with a kunzite. And the better part is that this is a large stone, so you don't need a loop to really appreciate the art behind the cuts, the faceting of the stone, you could just look at it. You may not even need your glasses. You just look at it and you're like, wow, that is, not your pear shape, not your average pear shape. 1861 center stone, white gold only on this one, 9 points of diamonds, as simple gets. And it's not going to be $69.99 either. Call me now, because I have other kunzite pendants. I brought out the 2 panther pieces, the smaller one and the larger one. But you've seen them. You know how unique they are, and maybe you're not one for that. Maybe you just want something simple, but something that still has the color intensity. This is it. And even though I'm not a pear-shaped person, I love anytime there is a fancy cut involved. I absolutely love it. I am drawn to this piece. There is something about how unique this pear shape is, where it looks like a radiant cut pear shape somehow, that I'm like, someone has to have this. So what we are going to do is, even though it is a large stone, we are not going to give you a large price tag here. It's not even going to be $29.99. I mean, kunzites typically cut rather deep, right? Simple sentence, right? And so that does mean that this piece does require a fair amount of gold just for the center stone. And that's what it looks like from the back. It will stay put on your neckline. It will not roll, it will not flip. We've got that covered. And just look at it, right? I'm just moving it. It's, you're not gonna wear it like this on the side. You're gonna wear it so that it looks something like this, maybe, perhaps. I mean, pear shapes are not supposed to look like a brilliance cut round white diamonds, but this absolutely does. We are going to make it $2,699 to the very first caller who says yes. And, we don't have a lot of kunzite pendants. We don't have a lot of kunzites at all. 1, because they are more difficult to work with, and 2, they sell. They sell pretty quickly and they do not come back. So this is one of those pieces where it is a perfect medium size. I know you look at that 1861 and you're like, absolutely not. That is not a medium size, that is large. But wait till you look at it against the neckline here, because that to me is a perfect medium size. It's not like our large panther pendant where, I'll admit, that's even a little bit too big for my taste. But this one right here, everyday wearable, even from here, you can see that unique radiant cutting. And for only $26.99, solid 14K white gold on this one. I mean, this one cannot stay. This one will not stay. Let me know if you would like to grab it, and let's go back up close, take one more look here, and I will see if I can show you guys one more piece here before we go. And as for the ruby and diamond necklace, the alternating stones necklace, if anyone is interested in it, it used to be $29,999. So this is the piece I'm talking about. This entire necklace right here, used to be close to $30,000. It has been discounted. I know there was some comments that, I wish that it was a little bit longer, but unfortunately we cannot extend this one. So it has to stay like it is in the current length, which I believe is a 16-inch. But it has been discounted. And that is not because, we're going to take out some of the rubies and some of the diamonds. No, you're still getting the entire necklace. So if you would like to grab this, or if you want to talk more about it after the show, we are going to make this entire necklace $19,999. And for museum pieces like this, we do not take discounting lightly. So I'm just glad that it is here as an opportunity for someone who maybe is a ruby lover. And I'm just loving the discounts. Again, these pieces, they cannot stay. and they will not stay. So I just love that we were able to, work out a deal, a discount for you guys. And, even pieces like this where you never would have expected to be able to one day wear yourself, you can. Very possibly you could. So again, let me know if you want to talk about this. I'll be here, hanging out after the show if you want to. So just throwing it out there. And let's go back to our kunzite pendant here. Let's see, what else can I flash here before we go? Now, I do have also a blue zircon in a pendant. I believe the ring is gone, so congrats on that one. Now, I do have a blue zircon in a pendant. It is not a heart shape. Stone-wise, very similar to the piece we just had, and there are little spots on it, so I'll try to get that cleaned up, but it does have a lot of the baguette cut white diamonds, and it is a rather important designer mounting. So if you maybe want to get also a blue zircon in a pendant, I have this one if you're not one for heart shapes, just flashing it here in case anyone might be interested, but just know that the baguette white diamonds, they are present. They are very present in that piece. So let me know on this one. I think the other Congo might still be here. So I will actually try to build a recap wheel around a pendant, pretty sizable pendant at that. Paraiba is still here. Ooh, I'm thinking that Congo tourmaline with Paraiba. That's an idea. I mean, I'm kind of liking it actually. So if that Congo tourmaline does not go, I'm just thinking, these two colors next to each other, that would be quite a look there. I'm really liking that. Okay, that is an idea. Let me know on the kunzite. And what else do we have here? Oh yes, the tanzanite in the saddle is still here somehow. I think the round is also still hanging out. I'm not sure if the chameleon is still here or if it's gone. I'll add the other blue wing block D tanzanite onto the front here. So we have our tansies in the back and then in the front. Rubellite, I think it's still available as well. And let me see, actually, let me zoom out and see what we can possibly add to this wheel right here. I mean, even looking at all of these colors together, I am quite liking it, right? With the bright neons of the Paraiba, bright purple of the kunzite, blue and blacky tanzanite, Congo tourmaline. Let's see, what else is there? Surely there must be something else. Ooh, I know. Heart shape Mahenge pink spinel on this side. And what else? Actually, let me put it over here because I love I love Mahenge pink spinel with that Paraiba look. So, putting them close together just to see. And let me actually move our Congo tourmaline to the front here because what I do not believe is that the fact that the Marilani mint garnet is still here. And that by itself is also quite a large ring. So here we have a rather unique assortment of pieces. Surprise, surprise, our blue and blocky tanzanites are all still here. If you have any questions on any of these, please call in and let me know. Tracy, you're welcome. I've never been a sports girl, but everyone here seems to watch football and gradually I got into it. So now I can actually most of the time see where the ball is on the screen. So I think that's a plus for me. And it's been quite enjoyable watching football and learning about the rules and still being confused sometimes, but starting to understand the hype. So you're welcome, Tracy. And this is it. This is our final recap. And let me also just flash some last minute pieces. Jenny just popped into the live stream. Hi, Jenny. And this is the triple garnet piece that I had mentioned, the Rose and Baron. Mandarin garnet, but borderline spessartite, and also Savorite here. So, you know, got a nice assortment in its own right, a color combo piece here. It is a pendant. It is in the yellow gold. Change it if you would like. If you would like this pendant right here, we're gonna make it $17.77. And we saw something very similar a couple weeks ago, but you know, it's always nice to be able to bring you guys more of these pieces. And you know, a while ago I had one with multiple different sapphires and that one went. So you know, it's definitely a very unique design, but when we're able to mix and match different color gemstones all into one, I think that's what really, you know, draws us into these pieces, because you know, it's not just all blue winged black tanzanites, it's not all just, you know, aquas, and it's not all just one color gemstones, right? I mean, there's so many different colors out there, as evident as our recap wheel here, and you know, it's always, it's fun, right? It's not like, you know, working digitally, there's like an endless amount of colors you can work with. Nature does not work that way. We are, you know, we work with what we are given, and so, you know, just to play around with it, just to really just have fun with it. And the tanzanite in the back, that is going to be our tanzanite in the saddle. So just saw a question here. Let me go ahead and grab the piece, grab the bag, if I can even locate it here, but let me try it on here for you, Denise. This is the tanzanite in the back. This is in the saddle, and this is still available. You can change the gold color if you would like, and it is still available. I can't believe, you know, all of our blue winged black tanzanites, you know, minus the one from, you know, with the Mandarin garnets. That one is not set yet. But $24.99 on this one. Hi, Denise. And hopefully this helps. Again, it is a large ring, but very comfortable. And if, you know, for whatever reason you get it and you say it's not comfortable, you know, send it back. I mean, museum reserve saddle ring. You know, I don't have a blue winged black tanzanite. And, you know, I think this might be one of the options that I would love to consider. And you can also wear it on your index too. Let me move it on over there. I mean, this is one of those rings where you can wear it however you want, you know, switch it up. Doesn't have to be, you know, specifically right here or right here. And Tracy, you know, I love your comment, because she says the saddle ring is comfortable and a great price, especially when you consider that you are getting VS diamonds. Not only VS diamonds, but solid 14K yellow gold. And on top of that, a museum reserve gemstone, that you cannot just go out into the world and, you know, call up your local jeweler and say, hey, I want a blue winged block tanzanite that is museum reserve. First of all, you know, they won't even have blue winged block tanzanites, you know, in the first place, right? But to have museum reserve, impossible. Here is the only place where you can get it. There is not going to be another ring out there, you know, at another network, online, in another, you know, online store, right? Nowhere else out there can you get a ring like this for $24.99. So call me if you like to grab it. Denise, hopefully that helps. And let's go back up close to our beautiful recap wheel here. Again, talk to me on the ruby and diamond necklace. We also have Paraíba up here that I must try on one more time. I just am obsessed with this neon color. I mean, just go ahead and take a look. Paraíba that looks like this. Yes, please, and yes, thank you, because, I mean, square cushion cut too. In this size, clarity, cutting is perfect. The color is perfect. Everything about it is what you would want to have in a Paraíba, all in one ring. The mounting is not crazy intense. I know we've done some mountings where they can get a little bit crazy, you know, with the baguette cut white diamonds, princess cut diamonds, right? You know, there's always that one ring that pops into my mind, right? The pear-shaped Paraíba, it's a smaller stone, but the ring itself is so large. But when you get Paraíba, you want to get Paraíba. You're not getting this for the diamonds. You're not getting this for the gold. You are getting this so that you can collect Paraíba. And, you know, I don't have an update yet with where the prices are in terms of the Paraibas, but I can guarantee you it is not going down. So now is the chance to grab a Paraiba, add it to your collection before the prices possibly yet again skyrocket one more time. I went through our system. I was just curious. I was, trying to refresh my memory. We had a 4 carat 80 Paraiba in 2021 for $20,000. And now you can see where the difference is. And even then, we still do our best, our absolute best to give you the best possible prices, the best possible deals on pieces even like this. We are, swimming against the current, and even then, if we have to take a loss, then we take a loss. But someone has to have a Paraiba that looks like this in their collection, and now is your one and only chance to get it. And let's go back up close, take one last look here, and of course, we'll be back on TV and online. Hopefully on TV tomorrow. I think it should be fixed by then, but Lauren will be back with you guys tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, wherever you can watch us. And if there are still issues with the broadcasting, I would advise you guys to watch on our website, tvon.com, or on Facebook, as the stream is HD, so you see better picture quality, and so you can join us then, join her then as well. Again, weekends you do not want to miss. And I just want to thank everyone again for joining me today. Had a lot of fun, and especially with the combination pieces here. So just wanted to thank you guys, and I will see you guys next Friday. And let's go back to our recap wheel, and we will end on that. And thank you guys. Have a great rest of your night. I will see you guys next Friday.